This is the exact position that Glenn will be taking on the podcast.
Yeah, he's going to be laying out on this bed.
Yeah.
We're going to have a wine glass in hand.
A couple. Maybe
out.
one in each.
Mm-hmm. Are we
Yep.
going?
Yep, we're going.
Oh, shit. What's up, critters?
What's up?
Oh,
That was a joke. That was a joke.
We'll release this
We-
episode after the
We
Glenn.
do jokes. We like jokes.
It's mostly jokes.
all jokes.
Jake's here.
Jake's
I'm
here.
here.
He's back.
here to talk about CIFF.
Jake joined the program again.
Yeah, Jake's back in the
Yup. Did we talk about that
Jake's a
on,
film
on the
student.
pit?
Oh. Ethan found out on the pit.
Yeah, I found out
Sick.
live on the Black Orpheus app.
That's
Yeah.
sick.
It's a
fun.
crushing
Started
episode.
crying.
Straight from Nick.
I
Yeah.
was crying. It was sad. It was a sad app.
Oh, that's not sad.
It was
Yeah.
crushing.
He's happy.
So are the allegations true?
Yup.
I noticed you've been skipping a lot of class. I didn't
Yeah.
want to say anything.
All I'm saying is that allegation means truth.
Fuck yeah.
Always.
Inherently, it's part of the word.
Damn, can't spell allegation without traitor.
All true.
Without gator.
Without Gator.
When was the last time you were on the pod, Jake? It's been a little
I've
bit.
no idea. It's been a while.
Is it Time Bandits?
It's been months.
Yeah, Time Bandits.
Yeah, it's been
Which
been
was,
since
I think, the
before
last
summer.
one we recorded here.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
been
Nice.
before the summer.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
But you're coming on like
You're
3
locked
in a
the
row.
next 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've scheduled you for the next 3.
Brazil,
Okay.
and then Yojimbo and Sanjuro.
Nice. I still need to see Sanjuro, so that'll be good.
You
Yeah.
have those on Criterion.
Yes, sir. Sick.
I'll take those.
Yeah. I mean,
Pretty nice.
a gift for the pit.
I'll take
I got to
those.
complete the Kurosawa collection.
You have how many? There, he has a lot of movies.
Yeah, he does.
I need them all.
He has a lot.
He's got a
of
lot
movies.
in the collection, too.
He has
need
a
'em.
few box sets in the collection.
I know.
Like
I'm
he
probably
has
not going to get
Eclipse
those.
Yeah.
And then he has a Akira 100, which is
Mhm.
out of print and
I need them all.
stupidly gorgeous. Have you seen the Akira 100 box set?
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
pull it
oh
up.
my
Yeah, it's
god.
nice.
I haven't seen it, so.
Oh my
It's
god.
nice.
It's gorgeous.
I want to get the what's the box set I was talking about in the summer? Not Pasolini. No. Bergman.
The Pasolini.
Bergman. Oh, that one looks so sick.
25 films.
I think it's a little silly that they call it 100 and only have 25 movies.
Yeah, that's
That's
look at
probably for his
that.
100th birthday.
Look at
Yeah.
that. Oh my god, it's so
Ack.
clean. It's so
Yeah,
fucking
it's-
Yeah.
clean, dude.
25 movies.
Have you seen the Bergman?
Yeah, the Bergman's sexy. It's like
Yeah.
this tall.
I know.
It's fucking stupid, man. Pull up the Bergman real quick.
They have it all set up so it's like a
Just-
festival.
Just so we
kind
can.
of thing.
Oh yeah.
Like it's all programmed for you.
Yeah, I fucking love that. I'm
Is it
gooning on
this?
this. We're gooning.
Yeah, like it comes like.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen Persona yet, Jake?
No, I
Oh,
haven't seen it. I don't think early.
Persona's
on
so
yet.
good.
It's fucking crazy.
It's on sale
Oh shit. That's actually not bad.
Oh,
for 30 discs.
That's not fucking bad.
I want to get that.
It's
so
less than
bad.
$10 a disc.
That's why I can't buy any of Bergman's like individual releases because I want
I
to get
fucked
this
up.
at some point.
I fucked up again.
I
Wild
only bought
Strawberries.
one.
Oh, and they're great to have. I mean, I'll love to see some of them, but
Maybe it's not even in
God,
here.
It's sexy though.
Oh, it is.
The one that's always caught my eye is the Fellini box set. Have you seen the Fellini box set?
Did you see the Godzilla box set when we were in Calgary? Did you
Yeah.
see the,
Sick.
yeah,
Full of the
It
Fellini.
was sick.
Full of Fellini.
Should've
the
stole that.
Fellini.
should have stole that. Put it under your shirt.
How you spell Fellini?
Godzilla.
Yeah.
Put the Bergman collection under your shirt and steal it.
Oh my god. It's
Yeah.
So nice. Look at that.
Yeah,
It's
that's
so
sick.
big, too.
Look at that. Oh, I love the packaging on it so much.
Is
all
that
the
Fellini
colors.
on the
Yeah.
cover? Oh yeah.
Is that
Cute.
Fellini?
I think so, yeah.
I would think yeah.
He's a jollier fellow.
Okay.
I can't get that one. I already have 8.5 individually.
I already have Amercord.
Fuck, it's
I
not
don't
worth
think
it
I
then.
have any, so I think I'm good.
Yeah.
I think I'm good to go.
Should I add it to cart right now for you?
Add all three
Only
of the ones that
200?
we talked about.
Only 200.
Jeez.
Gotta wait for that 50% off
That's like
sale.
a car insurance payment. Less than a car insurance payment. So.
Yeah, dude, sell your car. You could be buying one of these a month instead of a car.
Fuck yeah. Okay. I'm about to make a decision.
Right now. Let's just put add to cart
Leisha.
every single one of the
Add to
box
cart.
sets.
Yeah,
Damn. We love buying stuff.
we love buying
It
company
makes me
products.
so happy.
It does make me
Buying
happy,
stuff.
though. That's the thing.
Speaking of buying stuff at CIFF, I bought 3 Criterions. It's been a long time
Oh.
since I bought Criterions. I broke.
Yeah, me too.
It's been like probably over
over a year
No, because I bought a couple.
at the lobby.
One time I was in Edmonton, but they were like
Yeah.
little slip ones from inside a box set. It was
Yeah.
weird. I don't know why I bought those, but yeah.
Yeah, I was
Criterion's-
planning all summer on buying Criterions, but then I bought the record player.
You're a record man.
I couldn't
It
spend
screwed
more
you.
money on Criterions.
How many records do you buy during CIFF?
I bought 3. That's it.
Okay.
Okay.
It's not
Yeah,
bad.
Not too
I bought
bad.
3, and then I bought Igor when I got home.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I had to go get some cleaning supplies, so I couldn't not
You had
buy
to
a
Exactly.
record while I was
yourself.
there.
You had to
Yes,
treat
you
yourself.
made it. You had
Yeah.
a little trip. You deserved a treat.
Yeah. There's a lot of little treats during that trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt bad because I spent so much money at CIFF, so I was like, I need to lighten my mood up. I need to treat myself. I need to buy myself a little gift.
Yeah.
I feel that. Man, I bought Wild Strawberries, War of the Worlds, and Close Up.
And Ethan also bought me Autumn Sonata and
Mm-hmm.
something else. Man Pushcart.
That pushcart. There
Yeah.
you go. Very memorable purchase. And I also
Still
bought a
haven't watched
vinyl
them.
myself. I got the War of the Worlds.
Did you listen to that
Yeah.
yet?
I haven't.
Because is that like the radio show or is it
Yeah,
just the
I'd imagine.
soundtrack?
Yeah, it's the fucking.
Yeah, that's the one
Hosted
that made
by
the
Orson
mass
Welles.
panic.
Yeah, scared the shit out of people.
That's sick.
That's my end goal with Critterpit.
You got to
one
get
of these
really
days.
high and listen to the War of the
Yeah,
Worlds.
and just freak out.
Yeah.
My end goal with Critterpit is to start a mass panic on the scale of
You
that.
should put on that record. All of a sudden, go upstairs, go to your parents, be like, "Oh my God, Mom, Dad,
Did you turn on the radio? Or come to my
Radio?
room.
come to my room, come listen to
the
this."
radio.
the radio.
Son, this is a vinyl.
Are you hearing
No,
this?
it's live
I
though.
don't know if anyone would fall for the radio anymore. It'd be a podcast.
A podcast,
let's
a
rip
live
it.
streamed podcast.
Yeah.
Maybe next Oscars will be big enough to
Shit, we could plan something. A little
pull
live
a little
sketch
heist. A little live, yeah,
or sketch.
pre-recorded live sketch.
Aliens are invading.
It's true.
We could figure that out for sure.
We could. That could be sick.
Yeah. We're gonna forget.
We are.
Keegan,
This conversation.
Graham, you
never
gotta
leaves
remind us.
this room.
Yeah.
This time. Well, we watched movies.
We watched
A
a
couple.
lot of movies.
A handful. We
like movies.
got a little taste.
Yahoo! It's CIFF 2, baby.
Yeah, we did it.
This is my 3rd year of CIFF in a row.
No need to brag.
Yeah.
I'm
It's my
bragging.
3rd Edmonton International Film Festival in a row.
There you go.
Yes, sir. That already happened?
I was there last weekend, or like this past
Yeah,
weekend.
over the
Yeah.
weekend. Sick.
CIFF was exactly 1 week ago.
Yeah.
Yup. That's big.
Damn, feels like a lot longer ago.
Yeah.
So wait, exactly a week ago were we watching Megalopolis?
Megalopolis. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
boy. Here we are.
Then I had to go see that shit again.
Yeah. Jake's
saw it
already seen
again?
it twice.
Yeah, I saw it twice.
You just
I
showed
went with
Graham.
and Matt.
What'd
Matt
they
came
think
with
of
us.
it?
I think they liked it. I think they did. Obviously, they love Shia.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Aubrey Plaza, yeah.
Jake gave it a 10 out of 10.
I give it a
Yeah.
9. I
Oh,
give it
yeah?
a 9. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, I got fucking support.
It's sick.
I don't know. if
love
I'm-
it.
I don't know if I'm perfect. I don't
I
know.
love it. I think Graham gave it a 5
Yeah?
Yeah.
for as a joke.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know
love
where
it.
I'm at with it. I'm struggling.
love it.
I do love it.
I like it a lot. It's a bad
Sucks.
movie.
But it could be
Yeah.
amazing. But it could be amazing.
I don't know.
Could be fucking amazing.
I was talking to my dad about it over the weekend a lot. One of the things that we were talking about is like if you like didn't know it was like a Coppola movie, or if like you took out all the hype around it, like would
Yeah.
you still like it? Or if you watched it just as like a small art house movie, would you still like it? And my response was, I think movies need to make sense, you know, for me to enjoy them at least a little bit.
I don't know. I don't really look for sense in my enjoyment of movies.
I need
Some
to have
movies-
some kind of
It
like
made pretty good
comprehension.
sense.
Some movies are sense movies. Some movies are nonsense
I don't know
movies.
about
I don't
you,
know.
but it was
I
pretty
think that
easy to
you can
follow
take.
for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Was there a live audience participation in?
No, actually, now that I think, they cut that scene out.
They just cut that scene.
Yeah, they cut
That
the scene.
sucks.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, it's
Like the
crucial.
whole, like
How did the movie make
satellite
any
coming
sense?
Down?
Yeah, and there's just like a little tiny square with.
Yeah.
with-
Yeah.
Wait, did the satellite still crash down and everything?
I think they show the satellite, but I don't remember the. I could be wrong, but I don't remember the part where like there's the
Shit.
questions.
Movies are getting DLCs now.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
I'm
Day
so glad
one
we went
patch.
to the ultimate experience.
Yeah, I forget what the that scene was even about. I forget the whole
It
thing was
was
about.
Adam Driver responding
Yeah, some
To
kind
a
of
question.
drama.
Yeah.
He was addressing the drama.
But not the drama around him sleeping with an underage
No.
person.
The Megalodon?
The
Drama.
Megalodon?
Megalon.
Megalon.
Megalon. Yeah, drama.
Oh, man.
10 out of 10.
But
Or
before we
1
went to
out of 10.
see Megalopolis in Calgary, we saw like 15 other movies.
Yes, sir.
11 features.
Well, yeah, features. We saw
plus a few shorts.
plus several shorts.
Are we going to go
Should we?
completely
I was thinking we go
chronological?
in order.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be good.
So
I should say we're staying on the Critter compound this year instead of Cole.
yeah, Cole
Compound
bailed on
sick.
us.
Cole fucked us.
Cole hates us.
I miss Cole.
Enemy of the pod.
Love Cole, but enemy. Absolute enemy. So we're
Yep.
staying at the Critter compound.
Great little compound.
Very prestigious place.
I
Yeah.
don't know anything about it.
We each
Never
got
heard
our
of
own
it.
little room.
Yeah.
Not even little room.
We
Great
passed
size
by,
room.
what's her face, on the way in.
Shania Twain.
Every day on the way
Every
in.
day.
Yeah.
We said hello, Shania.
Hello,
And
Shania.
she waved back.
She's
And,
like, hello, critters.
And the
Hello.
Ghostbusters set.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
That's big.
the richest man in Alberta. It was just,
Yeah.
that
Ethan
was the
McGuire,
weekend.
the richest man in Alberta.
Yes, sir.
Once you get that Patreon money.
Oh, yeah. It's coming soon. But yeah, it was a lovely little
Yeah, lovely little trip.
trip.
I got a crunch wrap again this weekend.
And
It hit so hard.
better than the old crunch show?
Yeah, I prefer it. It's like a
I want a little bit of crunch in my crunch. You know?
Mhm. Yeah, no, I definitely understand that criticism of the crunch wrap,
Uh,
but just like
you like the sloppy.
I like the sloppy flavor sometimes, you know?
Jeez. I
That
don't
Taco
know.
Bell like slop.
I think if I had Taco Bell consistently growing up, I'd be right there with you.
I didn't though. Like I really didn't
Oh,
like
yeah.
Taco Bell as a kid.
I
It's only like the past couple years that I've
Interesting. So maybe I
Embraced
just
it.
need a few years with it. But I like the crunch. I love the crunch on the old crunch show.
the El Crunch is better.
Oh,
Like adding the ingredients is
Yeah.
probably like all these things, but sometimes you just need to embrace the slop.
that's wise.
That's what I think.
And I think for CIFF, we had to
It
embrace
was
the
slop.
slop.
It was a gluttony weekend.
It was so close.
It was a write-off weekend.
It was a write-off weekend. And that's the only terms I can think of it under. Otherwise, it hurts.
Yeah,
It burns
yeah.
Yeah.
to think about.
Yikes.
It's gonna be sick to play back.
Oh yeah.
What was that sound?
It might not even pick up. It was just this little thing to twist the
Yeah.
microphone.
It was scary. Trying to scare me, Sam?
Yeah. Well, on that note, should we get started?
Yup, with the
Okay.
oh, I
First-
remember this.
Was
First
this the
short film
Indeed
that we
film?
saw.
Was this,
This is the first, yeah.
The Indeed film made by Indeed?
Yes.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. We
Indeed.
saw a movie produced by Indeed called Meal Ticket.
It was good. I liked it.
It was an
Yeah, it's a fine short.
It was kind of just this. It presented a little moral dilemma before a big concert.
mhm.
This producer, who made it big with his little singer prodigy,
Yep.
is about to go out perform. This is a big tour that makes them all the money.
This is the first stop too.
Yeah.
If he doesn't perform, they're fucked.
There's the gravy
They
train.
can't afford
The
refunds.
gravy train is about to leave the station.
Yep.
But
His
uh-oh,
mom is in the hospital.
hospital. Nice timing, mom.
God
Yeah, what the
damn
fuck,
it.
Mom?
She would want him to perform.
And now he has this dilemma: do I tell him or do I let him perform? Money over morals. And I thought it was a really effective little dilemma. It was definitely Safdie Bro inspired.
Very
in a lot
Safdie
of
Brothers
it.
inspired.
And I thought it was it worked well. It had a great color palette. I remember.
Yep.
Really great sense of texture.
Yep.
It felt very confining. And what would you call that? Like, is that a underground?
Backstage?
Would that be underground usually? Backstage.
No, not necessarily.
Felt very subterranean.
Yeah, all the walls are really tight.
Yeah.
Felt very claustrophobic.
Concrete.
Yeah, I agree. It felt very Safdie Brothers, but like, just not quite as like,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Obviously not going to be as good
Yeah.
as Safdie Brothers, but I enjoyed it quite a bit for what
It
it,
felt
was.
it felt like an Indeed version of the Safdie Brothers. Like a little, everything was a little cleaner.
Indeed,
everything,
was so funny.
everything was a little
You
too
think
clean.
they saw
It
the
was just
script and they're like, "Get that bag. We need to
Yeah,
make
get
this.
that bag."
We need to make this."
I don't know. So yeah,
Yeah, it was a
I thought it was good.
it
passable.
was all right.
Short?
is one the short that stuck out in my head more than most.
If I made this, or if somebody I knew made this, easy 10 out of 10. Insanely
make
good.
it.
Insanely good. I made this.
But the fact that somebody else made it, 6 out of 10.
Shit. I mean, at
Not
least you're
that
being
good.
honest. I might give it a 4 out of 10. Or a
4
4
out of 10.
Or a 4 out of 5. Sorry. I never know whether you go with stars or
Yeah.
ratings. 8 out of 10. I like.
You like
Good. Looked good.
Yeah, I probably would have given it 3 bags of popcorn.
All right.
Out of 5 bags of popcorn.
I'm excited.
Yes. Yeah, 60%.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Excited to see what this filmmaker does next.
Who is the filmmaker? If we give him a little shout out.
A little plug.
A little plug.
You'll get that Critterpit.
Wes
Andre
Anderson.
Goodrich. That's a sick name.
Wes
Let's see what
Anderson
else.
made this movie.
He's done 3. I'm assuming they're all shorts.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
would
he
think
needs a
so.
shout out. Look at these numbers.
He's got 15 viewers there.
12.
And Palm Sunday.
Oh, he's got 100. Okay, we
he should be
retract.
shouting us out.
Yeah, we retract the shout out. I had a dream that we had 61 subscribers. That ain't true, is it?
No.
Damn it. Damn it. I also had a
Stuck
dream.
at 39 forever.
I know. I also had a dream I was like an NHL player and I was really bad at it and everyone was like shitting on me so hard.
But at least you're an NHL player.
I'm like, I don't know how to play hockey.
I didn't choose this.
Yeah.
In the NHL.
The whole time I'm like, I don't fucking know how to play hockey.
What am I
is
doing?
this? So silly.
Fair enough.
So anxiety filled. It felt like a Safdie Brother movie.
Yeah.
You should make that movie about you becoming a hockey player.
It is pissing me off because it's like I don't care about hockey. Ugh. Next movie.
Our first feature. Hang Dog.
Ding dong.
Hang Dog. It's a quirky little
It's a classic.
little movie.
Yeah.
Kind of has a lot of what's his face. Margaret Stories guys. No bomb.
Yeah, no
vibes.
back feeling.
A lot of the shots and kind of comedy style. That awkward kind of protagonist.
Yeah, very awkward lead. Just very uncomfortable in self.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell right from the start.
There's only 95 views on that?
Really?
Is that
Yeah,
the views?
dude.
Oh shit! I could see this.
Becoming a little cult classic.
I think it's probably gonna go the Red Rooms route. It's probably gonna get pretty popular.
I don't think it'll get as popular as Red Rooms.
Is Red Rooms really popping off?
I think it popped off pretty.
That was for context.
It did
A movie
last
we saw
year.
When it went to
last,
Crave.
one of my
Yeah,
favorites.
it got on Crave. Yeah,
Shit.
32,000
Okay,
logs.
okay. That's sick.
That's good.
Yeah, that
Red
movie's-
Rooms is
that movie's so
That probably
good.
means, yeah,
Incredible.
if 32K on Letterboxd, there's probably a couple 100,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saw it at least.
yeah,
Red Rooms is so fucking good.
yeah.
I was hoping for Red Rooms this year.
But we got Hang Dog instead.
And you know what?
We
I
love
wasn't
Hang
loving
Dog.
it at first. I wasn't loving it for the first third. It felt too quirky. It felt too like little direction, you know.
Yeah,
But as it goes, it got me.
picks up steam.
It picks up a lot of steam.
They start to meet characters.
Yeah, as you kind of see the main point of the film, the arc that the main character is going under,
Mm-hmm.
picks up a lot of steam, and it helps greatly because he's a character that gets defined wonderfully through everyone he meets. A lot of great foils throughout the film.
Yeah,
That's the right term, right? Foils. Yeah. And it really comes into its own. And by the end, I really love this film. I really
me
did.
too. Before this film was screened, our favorite movie
Oh,
of CIFF
shit.
ever got a major shout
Yeah,
out.
First 30 seconds.
First 30
of
seconds of sitting down at CIFF, Benji's Hour was shouted out.
dead ass. Like, no joke at all.
Yeah,
Benji's Hour mention.
Yeah,
Benji's
turned me
Hour
on.
mentioned.
I felt like I was dreaming. Did not feel
Yeah.
real.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Hearing Benji's Hour get mentioned after, like,
Yeah.
in every breath, like, Sith was spoken, Benji's Hour would be
Yeah.
spoken as well.
Yeah,
it felt like
exactly.
we manifest that.
We did.
It was...
The highlight of
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah. Highlight of this year, Benji's Hour mention.
Benji's Hour mention.
It was surreal, and I think the mention was because our
Was it
dear
Barbara?
Catherine Curtin.
Yeah. Catherine Curtin.
She was. Let's see who
Buffy.
she played in
Buffy.
Benji's, because she played Buffy in this.
All right.
She's in the Wolf
let's
of
go
Wall
all the
Street.
way to the bottom.
No. You don't have to go that low.
There it is.
There it is. Who does she play?
Susan.
Susan,
Yes,
my
that's
favorite character.
I remember.
Did you know that Better Call Saul is 2 degrees away from Benji's Hour?
Really?
Yeah. So,
Catherine
is
Curtin.
it Barbara Rosenblatt? I think. No. She's in Hang Dog. Is it Barbara Rosenblatt? Who does she play? Yeah, she is in Better Call Saul. So
She plays the cool lesbian neighbor.
yeah,
Oh,
she
yeah.
plays the judge in Better Call Saul. I noticed that the other day.
Oh, I did not mean to rate this.
She plays a great character, speaking of, in this movie. She has some fucking awesome lines that have actually stuck with me quite a
she
bit.
was
Yeah.
vibe.
The one line she said is like, "Does Wendy make you happy?" And Wendy's his wife of this,
Yeah.
our main protagonist, who's an incredibly insecure man. Who
Yeah.
just can't do anything right in his own mind. She's like, "Does Wendy make you happy?" He's like, "Of course, I love Wendy. Of course she makes me happy." She's like, "No, wrong. You make you happy."
Yeah.
I love that line. That
Yeah.
line's
Yeah.
really spoken.
She's I forget what her like not religion but like philosophy is called. But
That don't give a fuck is
Nihilist.
whatever.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
yeah,
Doesn't give a fuck about anything.
yeah.
Going with the flow.
You gotta say fuck it.
Fuck it all.
Yeah.
She was telling a story about being a prep cook and chopping onions.
And I really connected with Ethan,
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the
the
onion.
young Ethan.
The
Quit.
onion.
I've quit my job since.
Yeah, congratulations.
No, I haven't. That's a
No,
lie.
he's never quitting.
Okay, I thought that was true
This
for a
is for
second.
my,
Ethan's-
This is forever.
This is Ethan's life.
baby. We're
Yes,
actually
sir.
culinary supervisor for
He's gonna
life.
keep taking RDP courses randomly,
I mean,
making different niche podcasts, and be an RDP or be a cook.
uh,
That's
yeah.
your life.
I've become a very knowledgeable person.
It's true. You'd
I'm
become.
sure I'd meet so many characters.
Oh yeah.
But like, are other programs as full of characters as film would be?
I think a lot of the
Maybe.
like ones that are in arts for
Mhm.
sure
Yeah.
are. I think
Because film programs like exceptionally loaded,
Yeah.
stacked.
I have to imagine like first year nursing, first year ed. I have to imagine ed
Oh, my
all the way
Lord.
through as characters. Actually,
We gotta talk after this pod about the group chat.
Oh yeah,
Of course.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
we can't talk about it here.
No.
We could.
No,
I'm just kidding.
that's the after dark.
Just kidding.
Anyways,
Anyway,
Hang Dog
Hang
is
Dog.
awesome.
Yeah,
it
I
has really
liked it.
fun humor. There's a great character who you want to speak to, the guy who's in porn with his wife, and
Yeah, there's a guy who his wife recently died. It seemed like last couple years, and he had made porn with her. And they
Yeah.
had this beautiful relationship together, and he really guides our main protagonist through this like small island, and
yeah,
again like accepting himself a little bit
Mhm.
more.
fucking who cares what the world says?
Yeah,
just
exactly.
Fully embracing thyself.
Yeah.
It's fantastic, and this movie really captures that small town island vibe.
Mhm.
All the characters feel so fully realized. Even just the muscle farm guy with the mustache.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
all expected at one point our
Yeah.
lead like interviews at a mussel farm, and
Yeah.
the character feels so developed already. There's interviewing with
Mhm.
that you're like he's gonna come back.
Yeah, and he's like introducing all these people on the
Yeah.
muscle farm. I'm like, oh, this is the movie. Here
Yeah,
are
exactly.
our
He's gonna be
characters.
working at a mussel farm.
Yeah, that's just shows the strength of this movie in casting and writing.
Yeah.
Really fantastic in that regard. We haven't even mentioned the whole movie's about he loses his girlfriend's dog. As she goes off to the
His
biggest
girlfriend
conference.
loves this dog.
Seemingly more than him. He's
Yeah, well, in his perspective at first,
Yeah.
at least.
He's insecure to a dog.
Yeah.
Losing the good fight to a dog.
Yeah.
Which I don't know, it's just making me want to rewatch.
He didn't
this
even want
movie.
the dog.
I really like this movie. I love that when he finally finds the dog, you're expecting this big heroic moment, triumphant moment.
Yep.
No, it results in the probably like worst 20 minutes ever. Just the
Oh, it's
most
great.
uncomfortable, anxiety-inducing fight, like domestic fight ever.
And then the parents come home.
Yeah, it's awful. It's so good. That's what made
It's
me
great.
like, love this movie. Is just that scene, just so uncomfortable, so good, and it just tears our main protagonist down and helps him get to realize what he needs to realize.
Yeah.
Very touching stuff.
And he becomes a better person by the end.
Yeah,
Until Hang Dog 2.
I'm really looking forward to more from this director. Was it Matt Casella? Was
Yeah, Matt
guess-
Casella.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to more from him.
Beds.
Yeah, he's got one other movie called Beds. 6 views, 2 likes.
Is it a feature? It doesn't say that.
14 minutes.
It's a short.
Yeah. What do you think of Hang Dog, Jake?
I thought it was good. I liked it. I thought my biggest gripe with it would probably be that it's predictable.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of know what's happening.
Yeah.
But I think overall, yeah, I liked all the emotional aspects of it. I liked his relationship with his girl. by the end of the movie. At the beginning, I was kind of not really buying it, but yeah, by the end, I definitely it got me.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some great comedy moments with characters, side characters, and
I'd say the one part of it that I wasn't as emotionally invested in was this stuff with the son and Buffy. I wasn't as emotionally
That's
invested
fair,
in
yeah.
that stuff, I'd say.
Well, I mean, being from Benji's Hour,
Yeah.
I was so invested in
Enthralled,
Buffy.
starstruck. But
Yeah, they don't give that a lot of time.
Yeah. Which I feel
didn't-
is kind of an... It's
didn't
like
bother me too much.
It's a focal point emotionally, I feel, in some ways.
Yeah,
but
they kind of switch on a dime at
Mhm,
the end.
mhm.
It doesn't
doesn't feel the most
Yeah.
satisfying.
fully. Yeah,
But other than that...
but him getting the dog is satisfying
Oh, it's
enough
such
that
a
it
good
like
moment.
it I think
so
overrides it.
So anxiety-inducing the whole time. And when he finally finds that fucking dog, it's like,
Yeah,
oh, thank God.
yeah, and then you're like, oh, it's all gonna be great from here.
Yeah, no.
Nope, gets called out
Also,
on
he
all his
loses
lies.
the dog by just fucking going to buy weed.
Yeah, he's going to buy a joint because he's so nervous about taking care of the dog.
Yeah. He's
that's why I
just,
can't get a dog.
just
Cats.
a great... Yeah, cats for the win.
Yeah,
Happy birthday, Raja.
that's why I like this movie because it's a good ad for cats,
Yeah.
for getting a cat.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you lose a cat, it'll probably come back to you. Cats have an
Maybe.
amazing sense of direction.
Yeah, dog probably won't come back.
Nope.
Yeah,
Don't have to feed a cat.
Don't have to feed a cat.
They can hunt their own food.
don't have to give them any space.
Yeah.
They just do their thing.
They just
Yeah.
do their thing. They're
You
independent.
just lock them up
Yeah.
Yeah.
for years.
Yep.
We love cats. I gave Hangdog an 8 out of 10. Might honestly be a 9 out of 10.
I gave it an 8 out of 10. I feel strong. Good 8
Yeah.
out of 10.
I give it 7.5, 8 out of 10. Yeah,
Shout out.
somewhere
Very
between
good.
there.
Next one.
The next short we watched,
Dream Creep.
shit started to kind of go downhill.
Yeah.
We started high. We're all feeling like pretty good. We
We're
were
like-
comparing it to Totem though, which was a
Yeah.
hard comparison.
Started off with,
Totem
which is in the
is
Criterion
insane.
collection now, right?
It's in the Janice released it as a disc, but not Criterion.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
We fucking started off swinging last year with just an emotionally devastating,
Like-
complex, nuanced film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we hit Dream Creep and Dead Mail.
Dream Creep
Starting Dream Creep.
sucked.
Yeah. it
Yeah.
was no good.
Fucking, I like completely missed the fact that we were watching a short film before the movie.
Oh.
So I was like, I thought Dream Creep was Dead Mail, the feature we were
Yeah.
watching, and I was so confused.
You're
I'm
like, they're getting right into
they're getting
it.
right into it, man. This ain't 80s at all. Are we gonna
Why is
flash
this
back?
gay man married to a woman?
Yeah, it was
He was a
very
bad actor.
confusing,
Oh yeah.
and it was a bad little short. Some fun blood effects, some fun
was a good
splatter.
idea.
It's like a
that's-
somewhat interesting idea.
It opens
Yeah.
with that ear shot.
Yeah.
Crazy.
They stick a like cooking thermometer into somebody's head. That's
Yeah.
interesting. That's kind of cool. But it's just like the way it's acted and written.
The acting
It's just
is
like
so fucking.
it's they're acting like they don't want it to be a comedy, but it's so bad that it becomes like
Yeah.
comedic.
If they
Yeah.
played into it like more Evil Dead vibes, because that's
Yeah.
kind of what the script feels like.
Yeah.
It feels very Evil Dead with the demon in the ear, you know.
Yeah.
It's just weak. Bad acting.
Not very
Definitely
good.
was a
Yeah.
The death of it. Very predictable, very...
Yeah, I've kind of forgotten. I mean, there'll be a handful of things we talk about that I've forgotten stuff from, but
Yeah, this
Dream
one
Creep was definitely one that
What
I've
did I
kind
give this
of...
one, Sam?
I gave it a 3.
I just remember acting was bad.
Ethan gave it a 4.
I
Jake
don't know about
gave it a
that.
2.
Yeah, I might have to drop it down to a 3.
And Corbin gave it a 2.
Yeah, Corbin knows what's up.
Just Corbin.
Because...
Just some guy that from CIFF that followed me last year, and now whenever he's
Shout
like in
out.
doing CIFF stuff, I'll comment.
Hell yeah.
Shout out Corbin.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dream Creep was probably one of the most forgettable experiences of the
Yeah.
fest.
Yeah.
Good thing the film after it was banger.
It's so close.
Could have been.
Fucking
Dead Mail.
This was a frustrating one.
Incredible first act.
Missed
So
potential.
many fucking great aspects to it.
Yeah.
So many great aspects. Just the bad script, bad structuring,
Yeah.
bad editing. Not bad editing, I guess.
It's the
The
script.
pace.
Yeah.
The pace is brutal.
Yeah.
It has like kind of a weaker opening for the first 20 minutes until you meet Jasper, who is
this like
the most compelling character ever.
Ever. Truly ever. He's like this detective, a mailroom detective.
Because it opens with this guy running out of this house and mailing this letter that's like, help me. That's it, right?
Yeah.
In blood. You go, you meet these two new characters who are like, oh, we got to bring this to Jasper. And he's the mailroom detective.
And he can figure out where any letter, any package is supposed to be going. Just based on, like,
he's got his
the smallest things. He's got this, like, Eastern European man who, like, helps him locate shit.
Who's, like, in the U.S.'s, like, social
guy.
security system.
And so the whole, that setup, you're like, how is Jasper going to solve this case?
It's so fucking good.
It's going to be
It's like
great.
80s, too. You got this great... the score in this movie's great.
Yeah, all
like,
synth score.
We'll expound on it later when the villain comes in, but the score is fantastic. It's really, like, in the era. It's like an 80s period piece.
Yeah.
Great score.
Great costumes as well.
Oh, Jasper's also, like, homeless, too.
Yeah, he lives in, like, a halfway house kind of thing.
Has, like, no possessions.
Yeah.
All he does is the mail.
All he has is, this, like, leather jacket.
Yeah.
And his keys.
So
his ring of keys.
It's so compelling.
He's definitely pretty likable.
Yeah.
I would have liked to have seen, what was the villain, I guess.
Trent.
We'll get into that. Yeah, Trent. Take him at some point.
Yeah, that's what I thought he was going to do.
That's what I thought happened.
Okay, so fucking we're with Jasper, like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? And then he fucking gets killed.
It just immediately gets killed.
Immediately gets whacked, put down. And then it's like,
and then it's a backstory. Then the rest of the movie is explaining how we got there.
It's still compelling for a little bit because we meet the antagonist of the film, Trent, who is a genuinely interesting antagonist.
He's a fun character.
He looks so much like Werner Herzog. It's creepy.
Yes.
Yeah. And he's obsessed with classical instrumentation.
He's obsessed with creating a
synthesizing
synth,
it.
a synth version of woodwinds.
Yeah.
Because it hasn't been done at this point. He wants a synthesized woodwind.
And he also is.
Does he want that, or does he want it because the other guy wants it, or was he the one that brought it up to him?
He was at like a
synth convention.
Convention, and he found that guy.
And he also listens to like classical music. So I think that he was interested.
He also has like a weird backstory thing.
Yeah.
Where he was on like a
football team with this?
No, it was like a what's the events called in the Olympics? The
javelin? Like track and field?
Yeah, he was like javelin. He was a Yeah, something like that, track and field thing. And he was in love with one of his
with the only other javelin person at these events.
Who was a black guy.
Yeah.
And then he finds this black guy who's making the synths.
Yeah.
And he falls madly in love with him. And it's really compelling for a little bit.
Yeah.
As you see this guy like creepily like try to make advances in kind of like a sweet, wholesome way.
At first.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like baking him his favorite dishes and stuff.
Yeah, but like still trying to maintain that they're just partners on this.
Yeah.
Working on this sound.
And it's pretty compelling.
Yep.
Until that's like the whole movie is just a backtrack to the point we're at with Jasper. The whole movie. Like, we get everything interesting with Trent. We get all the information we need, period, in 20 minutes. And then they spend another, like, 40 minutes going
At least 40.
Just keeps going.
It's fucking brutal. I've never seen a movie flush away all its potential so quickly.
And it had such great potential.
So much. Trent's a great villain. Jasper's a great protagonist.
I want to see another try it again, guys.
Yeah, literally. I would pay full price to see this again. Yeah. Redo.
Because you got such great characters.
They were going for like twists and turns, changing protagonists type of thing.
And I was kind of like down for that. I was like, okay, you killed the most interesting character ever. How are you going to top this?
That's what I was like. I'm like, okay, that's ballsy.
Yeah, that is incredibly ballsy.
I'm sure they're going to top it.
Yeah.
They do not.
They could not.
They just run through the...
It just drags.
Drags. The soundtrack's pretty cool, though.
Great soundtrack.
Because the whole soundtrack's kind of like the poorly synthesized orchestral instruments. Claire de Lune's a big motif throughout the film of like Trent's love for his synthesizer guy. I forget his name. Joshua, yeah. And it plays all... I thought the score was fantastic.
Yeah, I really liked the score.
Lifting. I love like the poorly kind of synthesized woodwinds throughout. It was awesome.
Another motif is like Trent cooking for Joshua. Just keeps coming up, and eventually he's going to poison Joshua. It's like interesting stuff.
So much interesting. How long is this movie?
I think it's only like an hour 40.
That's fucking crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah, it felt much longer.
Oh my god, that's crazy. How can this only be 140? It feels so long.
Wait, where do you see the?
It's under 106.
106. Yeah, so
That's
it's hour 45.
Brutal, man. Ugh. So disappointing. Who are the directors of this? They hit
Dead Male? More like Dead Movie.
Oh.
They haven't.
It's a little jokey joke.
Good jokey joke.
Yeah, they haven't really done much.
Bab. That looks like Heat.
It's on Tubi. We can watch their other movie, Bab, on
Let's
Tubi.
hit it. I'm sure they'll have some interesting stuff.
Cool visual style.
Very cool. Oh, it's just so... I genuinely just don't know what they were thinking with the plot structure of this. It's like they didn't know how to fill up 90 minutes or something. You know? I don't know.
I don't understand how they couldn't. Like, you have this, like, character, and how
I feel like they were just in their perspective of, like, we have all these cool characters, we have all these cool pieces. How do we make this even cooler? Oh, have this twist and turn narrative.
Yeah.
You need
It's
some
like-
more twists and turns if you're going to be committed to that, right?
Yeah.
Throw the fucking, like, because, like, one of the, like, Trent's antagonist is, like, the Asian synthesizer companies, like Yamaha and stuff.
Yeah.
Throw them in there.
It's not quite Yamaha. It's like
It's
a
not
slightly
Yamaha?
different spelling of Yamaha. It's
that's
supposed to
funny.
remind you of that, but it wasn't Yamaha. Yeah.
I thought they were going to throw Yamaha in there. Like, they're going to kick down the doors with this whole, like,
Yeah.
Yamaha SWAT team.
Yeah.
Like, throw something like that in there. I don't know. It's just...
Go crazy.
Go
if
crazy
you're going
with it.
this.
If you're killing Jasper off in the first 20 minutes, go
You're killing
crazy.
the coolest character ever.
It's so disappointing. Critters, if
Can't
this
believe
movie
Jasper's dead.
ever goes to any platform, just watch the Jasper scenes.
Just
They're
like-
so good.
Yeah. After the first probably like an hour, just stop
Me
it
and Sam,
make your head
like,
canon.
we all audibly in the theater were like, fuck yeah, when the Jasper stuff started
Yeah.
kicking it. It
Yeah.
was so sick.
Yeah.
It was very likable.
And then they
Yeah.
killed him.
Damn it.
Did him dirty.
Because it has such strong like potential at the beginning and great characters, I gave it a 6 out of 10.
Me too. And this really started the downslide
Yeah.
for CIFF too.
Yep. I'd probably give it a 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
It was good, but
It was good.
it could have been so much better.
It could have been movie. It could have been movie of CIFF.
Yeah.
It really could have been the movie.
It was a movie of CIFF.
It was.
It was.
The second movie of CIFF.
Yeah.
And then we have
Day two,
what
baby.
can only be described as the dud day.
The Dead Day. The Dead Day was brutal.
Right
Yeah,
off
this,
day.
This next movie, I can't. I don't have anything to
It all
add.
came
I'm just
out
going to
from
say that up
Montreux.
front.
Monroe, yeah.
Interesting. Were any of us familiar with the Montreux music? from
No.
the
No,
music
it
There
wasn't.
were some interesting stories that were shared.
Yeah, it's kind of this jazz festival that evolved
Yeah,
into just
into just
music
music.
festival that's very influential, very, very influential.
Lots of live
So many
recordings,
people
they said.
came to.
Yeah.
It's kind of a character piece on the founder of the festival, Claude Nobbs.
Yep.
Who's an interesting character, very flamboyant, very energetic.
Yep.
But it's by like the most by the numbers documentary you'll ever see in your life.
Yeah, and they have all these like access to all this sick archival like footage,
Yeah.
and I feel like all the archival stuff of when they're in Monroe is very interesting
So
and
sick.
stuff.
Every time it
But-
just locked in for 10 minutes
Yeah.
of like Aretha
There's-
Franklin singing.
Oh,
or-
this clip of Nina Simone too, just
Yeah.
like staring daggers at the camera as she's
All that
playing
stuff
like
was great.
Sound of Silence
Yeah.
or something.
If
Yeah,
it was just a compilation of that,
Yeah,
I
they
would
should
I
just
would've been
release
great.
all those videos onto YouTube.
Yeah.
because unfortunately, Claude, his story is kind of boring.
He's
as it turns
super
out.
fucking interesting guy.
Yeah, but just the way it's
story
presented.
is-
Because they're like, he went to New York and immediately like
He fell in love with jazz.
seemingly faced no struggle and got all these
Yeah.
musicians to come to Monroe.
By the beats, it's established the festival. Festival runs into hardship with,
The casino burns down, and we get
or-
the Smoke on the Water story. It's like
That's
interesting.
cool.
It's cool.
Yep, and
That's pretty cool.
Under Pressure.
Yeah, David Bowie
and,
and Queen recorded that song at Montreux.
Claude Nobbs gets outed as like a gay man and gets discriminated against for that.
Briefly,
Yeah, briefly. No overarching themes or comments
like
are made.
like they just keep like saying topic sentence.
Yeah.
Moving on.
The viewpoint of this is we love music, and Claude Nobbs loved music the most.
And it could have been fine if it had just been like a clip show of
Yeah.
like all these live performances that
Would've
they
been
had.
sick.
They
There-
have this huge archive
So
of
much,
live music.
So much, like the greats too.
Hmm
So sick.
Everybody has seemingly performed there.
It was really interesting. This isn't a downright awful doc in no way.
No
means. Just very boring. There's a great interview clip with like archived clip of Claude Nobbs speaking to himself like in a mirror. I loved that. I thought we were gonna get more of that.
Me too.
If they replaced like all the narration just with clips of him like speaking to himself late life about his impact and what he wanted to give to the world.
Yeah.
I would have loved that.
Are you happy, Claude?
Make it so much more personal, right?
Yeah.
Cut out all the middling Netflix documentary fluff, right?
Interviews. My favorite like documentary about a musician is Moon Age Daydream, and that features like no interviews that don't include David Bowie.
Okay.
Which is it's so interesting because it's just like him reflecting on his life in the moment that he's in. Like so it's just like continue to like see David Bowie evolve, and it's just this cycle of him being like, I'm at the top of my game, I'm the best ever, to like a month later being like, when I said that, I was so fucking depressed and terrible.
Shit.
And it's just this like cycle, and it's so cool. Great documentary.
Yeah, gotta check that out.
Yeah, it's very interesting like form. I hadn't seen anything like it before. Yeah, no talking head interviews, just like clips.
Documentaries can be so fascinating, so riveting. They can have so much character and personality. Like what's the Burroughs one? Not Burroughs. The one Fritz the cat.
Oh, Crumb?
Crumb.
Yeah.
God, that's a great one.
That's a great documentary.
That one feels so disgusting and dirty and grimy because
he's there.
That's
Crumb.
what Crumb was, right? That's a fantastic documentary.
Yeah.
Documentaries can have style. They can have character. They can have purpose.
Yeah.
I gotta hit that. What is Crumb?
You gotta watch Crumb, Jake. You'll love Crumb.
Oh, yes.
It's so
Crumb is gross.
So gross.
You will love Crumb.
Yeah, I would like that.
It'd be a good Jake
It'd be a
Robb
good
movie
Jake
night.
Robb movie night.
That would be
to knowing that it's like real is like so much worse.
It's sickly.
He's still alive too, I think.
All three?
R. Crumb. No, just R. Crumb.
That's the main one?
Yeah.
The main guy?
Yeah.
Ugh, he's grody.
Yeah.
Gotta hit that.
So
it's a icky family. But man, they are good artists. Like
good artists.
Okay, so they're good.
They're good. No,
Crumb's great.
So they're good
anyway,
boys.
What's not so great? They all came out to Monroe.
Don't go out to the Montreux. 6 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave it a 6 out of 10. It's probably more like a 5 or 4.
Probably.
Yeah.
But good thing I'll never rewatch it.
Yeah,
so
I'll never
it'll be
know.
a 6 out of 10 for the end of time.
Yeah, I would give it 55% full popcorn bag.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You heard it here first.
All right,
And the
so
dud day
we're feeling
continues.
good. We're getting out of Hell Caves Montreux. It was a really cool theater. We were in a really nice
it wasn't
area.
like a bad feel. It was a
That was
it was
when we went
like
to get the
okay,
vinyl.
we're getting we're
Jake
getting
got his vinyls.
We got some really good poutine.
Oh yeah.
We went to this sick ass bookstore.
Yeah.
And after our poutine, we were so worried about getting to the next movie on time for this one of the one we were almost
hustled.
most excited for.
This is one of my most hyped. Yeah.
Flow.
Well, there's a short film first with a Tantu.
Oh yeah.
Shout out.
Random Tantu shout out.
Tantu jump scare.
Yeah. I was falling asleep already by it. Even in the short, I'm like falling
Could
asleep.
you pronounce this one?
Inquo for When the Starving Return.
It was pretty cool.
I really liked the style.
Yeah.
There was a part where they kind of go
stop motion.
back, or when they're talking about like the myth or whatever about something right at the beginning. The animation they use, like kind of like the shadowy when it goes away from the stop motion.
Yeah,
I love that.
Animation was awesome.
Yeah.
I wish I was more acquainted with the mythology of this because I was pretty lost on the plot and narrative.
Yeah.
Of it, but
yeah.
Also because I was falling asleep.
Cool little talking frog guy and.
Yeah, and Tantu Cardinal.
Tantu.
Yes,
when I heard the voice, I didn't want to like say to you guys, "Is that Tantu?" Because I was like, but it's like a movie about Inuit culture, and Tantu certainly not Inuit.
Oh.
Is that controversial?
I don't know. I think it's interesting. I think it's something to note.
Come on the pod and talk about it, Tantu.
Hashtag cancel
Tantu. No.
We love her.
cancel Cardinal.
We love
Tantu.
She's showing her support.
Yeah.
Come on the pod.
It was pretty good, but
cool.
I was sleeping.
Yeah.
But you were locked in for the feature when it
Thank
started.
God I was like, okay, I got my sleep out of the way. in the short, that's fine. Yeah. Let's get into the feature.
Flow was designed to keep you awake.
Zero dialogue.
Yeah.
Just vibe.
You want to introduce Flow, Jake?
Well, Flow is an animated movie that follows a cat. And at the beginning of the movie, I thought it was going to be sick.
I was so in at the start.
Because it shows like this kind of like forested, kind of fantastical area where there's a bunch of these like massive like statues of cats and like buildings. And I was like, oh, we're going deep into like a cat society.
There's an interesting, fantastical world here.
And then it's like, no, the cat just lives in a house and there's a bunch of statues around it.
For some reason.
And then
when one of them is a giant cat statue.
Yeah.
I was so ready for this movie to make me cry.
It just turned out to be boring.
Because I love cats. I love my cat. It reminded me of Raj a little bit, but it was so fucking boring.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I really like the animation. I know the animation is a con.
I liked it. The animation of the cat I didn't like. Like the actual cat itself. I thought it looked like a PS3.
Yeah, that was my problem with some of the dogs.
I liked the PS. Honestly, PS2 vibe of it.
The landscapes looked so good. I thought they looked very good.
Yeah, I agree.
And then all of a sudden, there's these like dogs that are
the characters don't look as good as the background. And I don't need the like character and background to perfectly mesh, but just like that level of disconnect, it didn't look intentional to me. I don't know, but
it didn't bother me, and I really liked the cutscene quality of it, video game cutscene quality. Grew up on video games. It is
just a video game cutscene.
I was literally waiting for the QuickTime prompts to pop up. Yeah, and it was crazy. And I was so into it. I was really loving, as Jake said, that opening with all these structures. I thought it was going to go for some interesting theming, about how, human society kind of like we love animals and we love the image of them, the vanity of them, the status of them, right? We post all pictures of them, but our real world impact at the end of the day is killing their environments and fucking destroying this world.
And it kind of goes that way for a little bit.
Not nearly enough. It's so boring. Yeah, they're on a boat for so fucking long.
The kickoff of like the plot is that the forest just floods.
Yeah.
There's an act of God. The forest floods. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
So our characters, cat, dog, monkey, bird, find themselves on a boat.
What's that animal called that saves the cat?
King Julian.
No. It's the beaver almost.
The capybara?
Capybara.
Oh, yeah.
Is that what they're called?
Good character.
Yeah. Capybara was good.
Capybara was cool. Just has a boat.
Just happened to have a boat. And there's some magical
smart
orb.
Are they supposed to be?
I was very out of it this whole movie.
Are they supposed to be
how are you
really
supposed to even
really smart?
Pay attention?
Bird. I don't know. It could have been so
saves
sick.
the cat at one point, but breaks their arm, and then the bird dies.
Yeah, the movie just...
If I was more locked in, maybe I would have loved it, but I was a little sleepy, too.
Yeah.
It just drifts along.
It does just drift along. And then the flood goes away.
There's a whale.
There's like some ascension.
Yeah, there's a weird whale thing.
Then the whale's dying because the flood's gone away.
And wait, what happened with the whale at the end?
It died, I think.
Did the whale just die?
It just cut to black, didn't it?
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
And then there was a post-credit where the whale was in the ocean. So does that mean the cat and everyone's dead?
I don't know. Was this just the way the world was going to work forever?
Why were there statues?
What was up with that orb, the magical orb?
I don't know. I wanted
that
lore.
All the fish
I wanted lore
came
too.
to.
I wanted to cry.
I'm not opposed to like a fun little silent movie.
I love silent movies.
I love silent movies.
You can do a lot with silent movies, though.
Yeah.
This movie it wasn't it for me. It's got very good reviews on Letterboxd, so we are probably the outliers here. Well, we are the outliers. We must have missed something.
He's so cute. That was
kind of 3.9.
Damn. What?
It had, I think, like a 4 point something when we saw it.
But it's like nothing. What did I miss? It just...
Let's see the top review. What does the top review say?
Wait, Ryan saw it?
Ryan wants to watch.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how to use Homeward Bound, but make it ICO.
Oh, it's a PlayStation game.
Yep, PlayStation 2 ass movie. 7. The capybara is the most emotionally stable character in film history. 8. The whale. 10.
The whale. There's a random whale that shows up that I'd never seen anything about.
I don't know. I think it's just a cute animal movie, so it's gonna do well. Maybe we're just fucking haters. 5 out of 10.
I'm an 8.
I give it a 4 out of 10, but
I might love it on a rewatch.
I'll stick with the 4 out of 10.
yeah, I don't know.
Remind me of Raja.
So this is where it gets better.
This is where it starts getting good here.
Oh yeah.
Benji's Hour 2, baby.
Yeah, we found our Benji's Hour of the Fest.
Yeah.
You hangdog
Can I get
had.
a witness?
Can I get a witness?
Fucking hell. So this was a filmmaker one.
Yeah, we can skip this one.
No.
We can skip this guy.
Filmmaker in audience film. Let's go.
The greatest filmmaker of all time.
This is not sci-fi.
She's a character.
This is not a thriller.
Yeah. This is a poem.
Poetry. It's just a fucking YA novel.
Yeah.
Fable. It's in a utopian perfect future.
It's in
It's dystopia.
Utopian.
You think that this is utopia?
Mm-hmm.
We should kill people when they turn 50?
But everything's perfect.
You want me to die
Sam,
next year when I turn 50?
Did you miss the part where everything's literally perfect?
I didn't feel that everything was perfect in this world.
No.
They had to wait months to watch Zoolander.
They did.
Yeah.
But
It's like it's a dystopian
no
world,
electricity.
but it just feels like
Vancouver.
our world, right now, but
Yeah.
they're just pretending that they're in a dystopian
Yeah.
world.
Building
Don't turn the
wasn't
lights
that
on.
But like it was interesting, the main concept.
It's an interesting concept.
The idea is basically we've achieved pretty good
World
world
peace.
you know. We've
Because
saved the
there's been
planet.
some terrible things that have happened.
Yeah.
Nuclear
Because
war or something.
we've agreed everyone must die at 50. And they made it this really
Somehow
humane,
everybody has agreed.
restorative process. And we follow these two goofballs as they go around witnessing the
Yeah.
end of people.
Just watch people die.
It could have been dope.
It was no.
It could have been dope.
I
'Cause
guess
there
any
is-
movie could be dope.
There are some dope things in this.
If somebody had written it, somebody different.
There are some
had
dope
made it.
parts of this without a doubt. All the stuff with
Sandra
Sandra
Oh.
Oh, because Sandra Oh is in this movie, and she's
Yeah.
mostly fantastic.
Yeah.
The scenes, because
The
she's
scenes
about
where
to
she
turn
doesn't
50,
have to speak.
and it's just
Great.
these quiet, contemplative scenes of her living her life with this thing like hanging over her head that it's time to go.
Also, they
Those
shot this
scenes
in
are
like
fantastic.
5 days, right, or something. Like it was
It's like 2 weeks.
yeah, it was a
Yeah.
really quick
All the
shoot.
stuff with Sandra is fantastic. But then the main protagonist is like kind of the worst YA
Yeah.
romance you've ever seen.
Oh my god, it's
Yeah.
so forced.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel
So bad.
the lead actor, like the guy who's works for the company,
He's
whatever.
Benji
Like he works for
Pilled.
the government.
He's Benji pilled.
He's such a terrible actor.
He's so
He's so
Benji-pilled.
Benji pilled.
He's not-
So
I wish I
bad.
remembered
Which
any
is-
lines he said.
Which is so too bad because his like, it's an interesting kind of character that they've written him. That he's used to death because he was born with this faulty heart. So
Mhm.
it makes sense that he's more willing to do this position.
Also, both his parents are dead.
yeah, it makes sense that he'd be more willing to do this position. But like the guy they have or the direction, bit of both,
Yep.
sucks.
Yep.
And it's laughable. I was cringing. It's been a while since
yeah,
I
it was a
cringed
big cringe.
that hard in the
It's a big
theater.
cringe
Yeah.
moment.
We were whispering the whole time like, it's Benji's hour.
Benji's hour. Benji's
This
hour.
is Benji pilled.
I wish I
Ugh.
could remember more specific moments of this movie. This is a problem with watching 15 movies in a weekend.
There's a lot of moments where like no chemistry, and then she'd drop her head on his chest out of nowhere.
And you're like, what?
What
There's a scene
happened?
where they like draw each other, and I think it's supposed to be like charming and be like endearing for him, but it's just like cringy and terrible.
Yeah, so cringy.
Wait, are we gonna get sued for just spoiling all these unreleased movies?
No.
No.
We didn't sign anything that says we can't talk
Yeah.
about them.
Okay, that's
For
true.
letterbox reviews.
Yeah,
Good.
it's not like we're not going to like some industry only event.
No.
Come sue us.
Yeah,
Fucking
try it.
dare you.
Try it.
Come sue us.
Listen,
Who's
all
the director on Kenny
all
Evidence?
publicity is good publicity.
Come on
You
the
mean
pod
your
and-
best friend?
Come on the pod and sue us. Anne Marie
No,
Fleming.
it's a good
Has she
movie.
directed anything else?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Dude, that's the best poster of all time.
She's an animator primarily, is what she said.
Okay.
And there were some weird, terrible animated segments in this movie.
I feel like this either should have gotten all in on the emotions of the animation, or done none at all.
Yeah, the animation was rough.
It's so half-assed.
Oh, their other movie has Elliot Page and Sandra Oh.
Okay. Shout out. They're like good friends with Sandra Oh, the director, right?
Yeah.
Which is dope. This movie has like the worst poster too.
It's just
the character staring at a phone.
Yeah.
Also, another thing about the movie is the timeline to me doesn't really make sense because Sandra Oh's character remembers before this like mass extinction event, but the daughter is completely clueless to these things. It's like, how could you lose history that quickly? I don't believe that would happen.
They speak in hundreds of years ago in that one exposition dump scene. They have like this therapy group scene
by the fire.
With all the witnesses, and they have this like
the
crazy
witnesses.
monologue they go on, and so much lore is dropped. AI is dropped.
Yeah,
I forgot that I had to start the clap again on this one.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I don't think it probably would have happened.
Oh, yeah.
I kind of started a little bit early. I was just like, nobody clapping yet. I gotta start.
It's another like minute into the credits.
Yeah.
No clapping. Jake had to start it.
Jake had to start that.
I think
clap.
I started it a little bit sooner than I did for Benji, but I was just like, I gotta start. Nobody's clapping yet.
Nobody would have clapped at Benji's.
Yeah.
This one, the theater was a little fuller as well.
Yeah.
People were loving this one though, man.
People were. All the people were.
Yeah. During the Q&A, people were like, "Thank you.
This movie will stick with me.
Thank you for this experience."
You'll notice it was also a lot of like women who were like Sandra Oh's age, like kind of asking these questions
For some reason, the perfect YA audience.
Yeah, it was rough, and the director was kind of the
best.
greatest.
I fucking hate you. I hate you. I don't even hate the question. I hate you.
And she wasn't being rude. She was
was
genuinely
just being herself.
funny.
Yeah,
she was the fucking best. When he asked, like, the ending, it's pretty brutal. Did you ever consider anything else? She's like, I hate. No, she's like, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. I hate you. I hate you.
And then the one person
I don't
is
hate
like,
your question. I hate you.
The other
and then
girl, was like in the middle of their question, and they go, I don't want to make this too long. And she goes, too late. Too late.
She was so
we need to say that what her answer was, did you consider a different ending? She was like, I did have another ending, but
that we shot,
you couldn't handle it.
Shot
and couldn't handle it.
You guys couldn't handle it.
You couldn't handle it.
I could handle it.
You guys couldn't handle it.
They couldn't handle
She's
it.
like, what was it? What was it? Could you even? She's like,
No.
I can't even say. You guys couldn't
You
handle
couldn't
it.
handle it.
Like, what?
Destroy your world.
Because the ending is, our main character becomes a witness. She's done all the rigmarole, and then her mom has to get witnessed.
Yeah.
So sad.
It would absolutely shatter your perception
your
of
world.
reality.
Did it just show the witnessing of Sandra Oh?
No, man, it would break your brain. You couldn't even comprehend it.
Imagine
RoboCop
that cut comes
came
out
in.
and it's
It
fantastic
actually
film.
does.
It's heat.
Yeah.
It saves the whole film.
That'd be awesome.
In a universe, Anna Marie
They have to
Fleming.
witness
Can I get a
God
witness?
being killed.
Yeah.
Crucified God.
Witness me. It becomes the end of Mad Max Fury Road.
That'd be sick. Yeah, not a great film, but deeply, deeply entertaining.
Yeah.
Very funny.
Probably would
Was it as
would be a
entertaining
great
as
double
the
with
next
Benji's
one?
Hour.
They use I Don't Want to Set the World on Fire a lot, too, which I liked at first.
And
But
it
every
becomes
time they
overplayed.
played it, it kept on getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
Like they played it once, it's just the track, like
Yeah.
off of streaming. The next time, it's like a cover.
It's a cover
like,
with
it's
just
good.
the
And I
instruments, yeah.
forget the last time it was just like some interpretation that was no good. So
Which
every
I
time-
liked it in a movie where it felt more motivated.
Yeah.
It would have been cool.
But I just thought it was funny that
In
every
this-
time they played the song, it just descended more.
Yeah.
It just felt so quirky and silly. I will say another positive for this movie: all the people they witness are pretty
Yeah,
solid, good actors. They get a lot of like decent.
But the thing
older
is that
cast.
the witnesses are so
Yeah,
bad
it just drags
that
the scene down.
Yeah,
Like
the
you have,
scene where they're on the boat and the
that guy's
dude's
so
telling him
good.
jokes.
That guy
He's
is
so good, but then the
good.
witnesses are like, "Oh, that was awkward.
Oh, that wasn't funny.
that just happened."
That wasn't
And
very
it's
funny.
like, what are
He's
we
so
doing,
good. It's
gang?
so human, right? Him
Yeah.
telling this long-winded joke. It's awesome.
And
so good.
I feel like that was intentional direction, but it just does not work to make like our witnesses like kind of less human in that way, like not have this connection.
It could have worked, but once again, it'd have to feel more motivated.
Yeah.
I feel like it only feels that way because of an accident for filmmaking. But if it was motivated, because, I feel like that's the only way somebody could do that job is emotionally disconnecting.
Mm-hmm. Also, it's her first day. The whole movie is...
Is the whole movie... It's like 2 days. It's like a couple days.
Yeah, but it's close.
Because she has champagne with Sandra at one point.
But a lot of the witnessing happens first day.
Yeah, it's so crazy. It's so crazy. Ugh. What was the other thing I was going to say? Oh, the fucking awful CGI look of how they kill the people. They open a box and this purple cloud comes out.
And they keep flashing to, like, flowers with this, like, purple... like pollination thing coming out,
and that's where
I didn't really understand the connection between the two.
Oh, that's just where they get the poison, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay, that seems weird that would just exist.
It's a silly. I don't know.
It's poetry.
It's poetry.
It's part of
when
the
you
poem.
think about it, it's all poetry.
It's
Also, this
stanza.
movie, it's not just can I get a witness. It's can I get a witness? A fable.
A fable.
A fable.
Our first fable.
Our first fable of CIFF.
God, the second fable is so much better.
Can I get a witness?
Can I get a witness?
What I give this one was this 3 out of 10.
I gave it a 3 out of 10, matching my Benji's Hour review.
It was definitely Benji's Hour.
Ethan gave it a 4 out of 10.
I think that's valid.
Jakey, 2 out of 10.
Yeah. God bless Sandro.
Corvin, 4 out of 10.
God bless.
Yeah.
Bucket. We witness him.
Fucking. Come on the pod, though.
Come on the pod. All right, we got a banger. The night was redeemed.
The dud day.
An actual
The dud day was not as duddy as...
a genuine banger.
We have a banger. All Canadian film.
Yep.
Through and through.
Yeah, this one was fucking awesome.
Very Canadian.
Would you like to intro this?
Sure.
This cinema.
This is Scared Shitless. We went to this movie because we thought Stephen Ogg would be there. Is that his name?
Stephen Ogg.
Stephen
No,
Ogg.
we didn't think you'd go.
We thought we all were convinced he would be there.
Was that what we were doing?
I don't think so.
No, I think we
wanted
just
to-
knew
yeah.
that he would, or
He'd be in
that
it.
he was in the movie.
Yeah, he's in the
Honestly,
movie.
he should have been there, though. Being
he
from
should.
Calgary.
Yeah, he's from Calgary,
He should have been.
and it's this
Fuck
fun
you,
little.
Stephen Ogg.
Yeah,
Fuck Stephen. He's great.
he's
this
great.
Movie's great.
It's a fun
Yeah, it was
little B
awesome.
horror movie about
Yeah.
these two plumbers.
Yeah.
One is like, I forget what it's called, but you're obsessed with like
Germaphobe?
cleansing. Yeah, germaphobe.
Yeah, Boy, Hound Mandel.
Gotta
trauma
gotta
with
be
his mother
clean.
dying of an
Yep.
undiagnosed illness.
A random
Mother
little
was
infection
died by
could happen to
germs.
anybody.
Yeah.
So he's got this trauma, and his dad is like, "We got to get you out of your shell, son. You're coming to work with me tonight.
Yep.
We're gonna clean some toilets."
Yep. In an apartment building, his regular.
Yep. And shit hits the fan.
Shit happens.
Shit happens, as they say.
It's such a fun movie.
Yeah,
And
it's so goofy.
Very B movie, very silly shenanigans, but it also nails its emotional arcs.
Yeah, randomly.
Which is what, like, no matter what kind of movie you're making, you should nail your emotional arcs, right?
Yep.
That's what makes movies compelling, and this movie, it nails it. The father and son bond's awesome, very well realized.
Yep.
The son has a great little arc with his germaphobe-ness.
Yep. He can reach
very
into the
fun.
toilet at points.
Yeah, fucking does
It doesn't even matter that he's covered in shit and
The-
piss and cum and blood.
The main monster of this film gets introduced by this mad scientist character who is
Yep.
fucking so funny.
Incredible.
He is so entertaining. He's this, like, neurotic little man that's running around and just cracking little jokes, and he's very entertaining.
With his little shit monster.
Yeah, his pinnacle of evolution.
Yep. He's the ultimate hunter, they say.
Yeah.
He's like the alien. He's this xenomorph
Yeah.
1.0, really.
It's awesome.
And
Some
he
really
ends
fun
up in
practical
the
effects.
like drainage system of this
God.
apartment building.
Yeah, it's very fun.
They try and kill him by microwaving him at one point.
Yeah.
Which is a fun little sequence.
All the effects, like the practical effects, were obviously cheap, but they were so fun.
They looked
too.
it
Completely
fit
achieved.
so well into
and
this
they did a
movie.
good job with them.
Completely worked, yeah.
We got to see the screenwriter beforehand, which
Oh,
was
yeah.
pretty cool.
That's something, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a fun script.
Yeah.
The son is always popping Pepto-Bismol throughout the film, and
Yeah.
that's what turns
He's got
out.
some stomach issue.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what they say.
In combination with his
Yeah. Yeah.
germaphobeness. And that turns out to be the killer of the shit
Of the
monster.
monster.
Yeah, which is a fun little full twist.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what you call a setup, payoff.
And Pepto-Bismol is a great thing to utilize in that factor because it's just so. I guess it's not Pepto-Bismol.
No,
whatever.
but it's pink like thing.
It's supposed.
Everybody
to be,
recognizes it
it's
as.
so pink. It's such a like good motif, right?
Yeah.
Such a.
And they buy so
solid
much
color.
of it. They set up at the beginning. He just went to Costco.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
And it is Pepto-Bismol. I just think
Yeah.
it's just branded.
It's like Bismuth something.
Yeah.
Stephen Ogg is so much fun in this movie. He had me laughing.
He was
consistently
great.
throughout.
He's got it.
His delivery's awesome.
I'm
It's like Stephen Ogg is one of those actors that gets consistently typecast in everything he is, and he's been kind of battling that.
Yeah.
It seems from what I've seen of him online, he doesn't like how typecast he is as the Trevor from GTA 5 role. He wants to break out of that. And this is a movie where he breaks out of that completely.
Gets to be a dad. He's a
loving
caring
father.
character.
Yeah. I was worried going into this that it was just going to be more Stephen Ogg madness, which would be fun, but it's more than that. It's a caring father.
Yeah.
Who loves his son.
And he loves his job as well.
Yeah.
It's very pro-plumber, this movie.
Yeah, it's a fun shtick, and there's so many great little gags. Like, at one point, they're like, why don't we call the police? He's like, this is pipe business. This is my domain.
Yeah, exactly.
Great.
And also, they set up that, like, it's more than just that the person who owns the building needs to sell it, and if the police get involved, then it's just going to be a hassle for them.
Fucked.
Yeah, and it's
So
like,
there's
okay, that's enough
a little
for me
truncated, the setup, but
Yeah.
in execution, it all glides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they do end up calling the police at some point.
Yeah, they're like...
Only after exploding the building.
Yeah. It's very
Everybody
fun.
dies.
There's some great effects, great gore.
Some really funny, like, random things that...
It's
like there's this random BDSM couple.
elderly
BDSM couple, which is, like, fine. You know, it works in the movie.
OnlyFans, little commentary, little thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Applebottom gets... Was her name Applebottom?
Applebaum.
Yeah, she gets shredded.
Yeah.
They use her corpse as a decoy at the end.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun stuff.
Very
it's a
fun.
Good movie.
Yeah.
Saved the dud day.
Saved the dud day.
Stephen Ogg survives in the end, and he's so funny when he comes
he's
out.
Like destroyed,
he's like,
covered in blood.
Spitting out so much blood. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Loved it.
I'll definitely be rewatching this one.
Yeah. Make some great arguments for shitting your pants.
Yeah.
Yep. Which was the spine.
That's what I've done
film.
ever since watching this.
Well,
yeah.
Mrs. Applebaum was the spine of the film.
Oh. He's got jokes.
Thank you. I think I'll take my leave. And we're halfway done.
8 out of 10.
Or this
8 out of
one?
10. 8 out of 10.
Yeah, I would say same. This next one is one that I liked.
I slept through the entire thing.
I can't remember shit.
Y'all
so
got this
I
one.
will be talking about the Outrun.
I remember
Actually, a lot of the
Saoirse
beginning
Ronan.
of this next day, I can't remember. I remember the one documentary.
Yeah.
I remember
That's
her
kinda
drinking a
it.
lot.
So Saoirse Ronan is an alcoholic.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she's partying. She's got this boyfriend. She's going to become a doctor in biology. But, man, her drinking habit's getting way out of hand. She's got to get sober. The whole movie is also intercut between her, like, party days and her days of sobriety at her dad's farm. The intercutting is a little confusing sometimes.
I found it very confusing.
Well, Ethan was sleeping, so it added another level of intercutting. But I don't know. It was interesting. The problem for me with this movie is that I think I've seen it 100 times.
Yeah.
Like, there's a troubled person. They go to a small town and they become a better person. In a lot of ways, Hangdog is this movie.
Yeah.
With much more personality.
And also this movie keeps repeating itself. And I know that that's probably the point of, like, being an addict and, like, relapsing and doing these things over and over again.
Repetitive exercise.
But my God, does it make a kind of boring movie at some point.
Is Saoirse good in it?
Yeah, I like her. She gets to be Irish, which is great.
Is she Irish?
Isn't she? She's Irish in real life, yeah. I think she is in this movie as well. I think it's set in Ireland.
Yeah, yeah. My favorite part about the movie is she suits up as Lady Bird at the end.
Damn.
She dyes her hair red.
I remember one bit. It's like a flashback to what I'm assuming is when she was a child.
Oh, yeah, her dad is bipolar.
Oh, and he's like opening all the doors.
Yeah, and he's convinced that
Let the wind in.
Yeah, he controls the wind, and this becomes something within Saoirse controlling the wind, controlling her life path, right?
She can control the fucking wind.
No, but it's like she's just at the end. She's like, having fun her way with the wind, showing that she's in control now. Okay. She doesn't let
it sounds like a good movie.
The alcohol control her. Probably would have been good 90.
I remember a lot of scenes of her really drunk in her kitchen. Her mom coming in and be like, "Oh, you're such an alcoholic."
Oh, that only happens a couple times.
Oh, that's all I remember.
Yeah.
Probably just the loudest scenes.
Yeah.
Woke me up.
Her mom is like a born again Christian.
Mm. It's a good movie, or just that part of the weekend where everything kind of gets muddled together.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Saoirse will probably get Best Actress nom. That's my prediction.
Okay.
This is probably the only movie we'll see at the Oscars, I would guess.
Yeah,
from
I could
CIFF.
see it. I just saw, I think yesterday,
6 out of 10, yeah.
She was doing some interviews with Letterboxd.
For this one?
For this, yeah.
How many views does this have right now? I'm guessing this had...
I don't think it has a wide release yet.
Probably a couple hundred. No,
8.4K.
8.4K.
Oh, that's decent.
Yeah, but I think it's still... I think the wide release is still coming.
Yeah. Also, did you guys hear... I don't know. I think this is true.
Oh.
She just got cast in Greta Gerwig's new movie.
Shocking.
Do you know... But do you know what it is?
No. Huh.
It's The Chronicles of Narnia.
Oh, yeah. I heard that she was doing that for
Greta
Netflix,
remake?
right?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, for Netflix, she's doing all the Chronicles of Narnia.
They got Greta. They got Greta.
As long as
she
Greta
already
puts
did
it all
Barbie.
into it.
I know, but Barbie
They already got Greta.
Barbie was unique.
Yeah. It's directed by Nora, and the lead character's name is Rona. Coincidence?
What in the goddamn?
There's definitely,
now that's confusing
I would say,
me.
a real element to this. Like whether it was this like the director's daughter or herself, like you could feel like the realness.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Especially there's like some pictures even that they flash, and there'd be like a prop or whatever in these pictures, and you're like, huh, interesting. Pictures of real people.
I concur.
Saoirse interviews some farmers at some point who are undoubtedly real farmers because they're not great actors, and you can tell in the moments where I think she's improvising with these non-actors.
Okay.
I don't know. It felt too documentary-y at that point for me. When she's doing like all her field research about the bird.
Concur.
Yeah. Ethan remembers.
I remember. 6 out of 10.
Yeah, 6 out of 10.
I don't want to ruin the flow, but I want to let you guys know I probably will have to dip shortly after 9.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
What time is it?
8:36.
Oh, we can get through the rest real quick.
Well, yeah. Don't rush them, because you guys also can finish up.
There's not too many left.
No, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
We're over halfway done.
But yeah, don't rush.
Beaupre the Giant.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Métis Hero.
Yeah.
I like this one.
These next three were set
Shorts.
up in a kind of
in a false way.
Series.
We were confused. We thought that the next two were one movie, but
we definitely did. But they set up these three as kind of like a look at
exploitation.
Yeah, subject that's unwilling, a subject that is part of it, and
a subject documenting themselves.
Yeah, which is an interesting framework to look at it with.
Yeah,
especially for the next one. All I can say about Beaupre is sad story. Humans are disgusting.
I liked the animation style of it, and I liked the presentation of the story.
Me too. The framework.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's come back to me.
It's like the janitor.
It's coming back.
The janitor who had been taking care of this cadaver of Beaupre, as he went from like the circus to random museum, and then eventually at this university where he was studied for like 30 years or something.
Because dude was tall.
Yeah, and they said that between him dying and being cremated was like 80 years or something.
God damn.
Yeah.
I hope I have a similar trajectory.
They'll be studying the best podcasters in the world.
Mm-hmm. Putting them up in museums and stuff.
I donate my body to podcast science.
I'm saying it now. Podcast
donate my vocal cords.
Yeah.
They can set our vocal cords up in a machine
that plays them
like an instrument.
I don't want AI to control my voice. I need someone physically to be
it needs to be
controlling
analog.
my voice. Yeah.
I'm down to get puppeted for eternity.
Me too, yeah.
It has to be analog, though.
Yeah, exactly. Analog as fuck, dude.
A man imagined. Or Beaupre, he's probably 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I didn't rate it, but it was good.
A Man Imagined.
This was an interesting one. This one was very long for a short film.
It was only like 50, 60.
Yeah. But just when I had my mindset as these being short films, then that my mindset screwed me. Yeah, it broke myself.
Yeah, 40 minutes could have been good for this one, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one
really cool.
is another documentary. Yeah. But it does not fall in the pitfalls of Montreux. It is probably one of the most stylistic.
Oh, very stylish. To the point where you're like, is this even a documentary?
Yeah.
Like,
it's almost like a constructed narrative. Mm-hmm. And one that is, initially I was pretty skeptical towards, kind of cynical about, but the more I've sat with it, the more I've warmed up to it.
Well, yeah, we should say it's about a homeless man
mm-hmm.
as he's just kind of like struggling to live through seasons in wherever they are, showing his somewhere in Quebec.
Acts of survival, what he does, how he continues to go, his spots he goes, his tactics for
And in the interviews with the filmmakers afterward, they say that he chose some, like he was very involved in the filmmaking process.
The part that,
and that he would choose like areas or whatever that would be like an exaggerated version even of what he would go through.
So him having creative, like deep creative collaboration definitely makes it less exploitative.
Mm-hmm.
But for this to be a fully non-exploitative film, it needs to be like, he needs to make like 30% of the profits, I feel. I don't know.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah.
Is he?
I mean, the fact that they could not track him down for months into the production of this movie, I somehow doubt that they're paying him. Yeah. Now, does this movie even make profits? Probably not.
No, but like, I think it's definitely a good precedent having him be less of like a tiger in a cage, you know, and more of an active participant, you know. And I think it comes through in the final effect of the film. It's very dreamy, it's very emotional, and very singular in its perspective, I'd say.
Yeah, and it's interesting.
Less of like a overarching, bland look at this issue and how do we solve this? What do we do? And more of just like an intimate portrayal of a man's day-to-day.
There are a couple of moments where they kind of like push him in a direction that you can tell he's like not comfortable in, but it's like it is a documentary, and you kind of understand wanting to get that meat, like they
feels
ask
a little
about
uncomfortable.
It is
because he's a schizophrenic, we should say as well.
Yeah, and so they ask him about like how his parents died, and he has like a very interesting like story he tells.
A man tried to take him away. Right.
He keeps changing what he says. He's like, they were taken into the woods.
Just took him.
He wanted to, and he keeps saying that he wanted to free me.
One of us just took. One of our parents.
He wanted to free me.
Yeah, you wanted to liberate him, and then his parents got murdered.
Or he assumes he doesn't know. One day they just weren't there.
Yeah,
and his thing is that they were taken into the woods and buried.
Yeah, it's
so interesting. If this had been in a narrative movie, I'd be like speculating, like, what do you think happened? But it's like real life, and it's like I don't.
And they keep on asking him what's happening. It's clear he doesn't want to talk about it, and I don't know.
I'm sure they also interviewed him for way longer, though. Like, I'm sure there's so much on the cutting room floor, and this is what they felt.
Said though about his like, because when you guys left the Q&A, that people were asking about his backstory with the parents, and they said there's nothing about that we. Yeah, like everything that he gave us, we put in the movie for that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. It's an interesting one.
There's a very uncomfortable question during the Q&A. It just spoiled it for me. I couldn't sit there anymore.
Sam was cringing out.
What was the question?
The way that it was phrased was terrible. It was, "Hello, I'm a future director. By the way, what are your names?"
Oh yes.
And oh my gosh, just like beautiful. That, I was like, I can't be in this room.
By the way, what's your name?
See, I was soaking it up.
I couldn't do that.
Let me absorb this.
I couldn't.
This is beautiful.
Oh, it was so bad.
This is beautiful.
By the way, what's your name?
By the way, what's your name? How did you get the money to make this movie? Yeah. And he was like asking for like step-by-step guide. And it was like, dear Lord.
By the way, what's your name? Oh, that's so good.
By the way, what's your name?
He's in class.
They were introduced for the Q&A.
10 minutes early.
Not even 10 minutes earlier.
Yeah.
So you have like a program, like.
Yeah. By the way, what's your name?
By the way, what's this movie called? By the way, which movie did you do?
Which one of these did you guys do? Oh, he didn't care about which one they made.
Yeah, he's like,
so you're directors, right? So you guys make movies, right?
Yeah. Are you on Letterboxd?
Oh God.
It was
It was uncomfortable.
A good movie.
Really cool setting. Movie. It was at a different
really
theater
cool,
as well.
Yeah,
it's like an art gallery.
Art gallery. Love the art gallery.
Yeah.
It was a vibe.
It was a vibe.
It's a good vibe.
I think I gave it a 7
and there
out
was
of 10.
one more at this theater
With a
too.
7.
I think that's fair. I think I'd probably hover around there.
Yeah.
Very cool style. Very dreamy. Dope editing.
And then we had another one.
This one, I don't know. Yeah,
This one I enjoyed.
Couldn't speak
It's
this one.
Yeah, I don't know enough to say
like
it, but it's
Leo Carax or something.
Yeah, and it was like this man at the end of his career, kind of like retrospectively looking back, but in a very like abstract, experimental way that I really liked. And
comparing himself to Roman Polanski.
Yeah, and it was so like, why the fuck would you do that? And I love that kind of stuff.
It is interesting, and it's a director that I have not seen any of his stuff. But
No,
it's
it makes me want to watch his
I've
stuff.
heard of, like Holy Motors is one of his, and I've heard of that.
Yeah,
that was one that, for the longest time, I used to watch this channel called CIFF, and there he said that's like the best movie of all time. So that's like my one association with him.
I just kept on thinking this is literally if the voice that says occupied made a movie.
Occupied.
This is literally if that voice made a movie.
Yeah. I don't know.
Fucking
You mentioned
French
Roman
people.
Polanski in your movie. I'm immediately, for some reason, all in.
Tar?
Tar does that. Tar.
Oh, yeah?
The poster for Tar had a giant pull quote from Roman Polanski, and I was just like, "What the fuck is this? Like, why would you do
Heard
that?"
it here first, folks. You're all in on Polanski mentions.
I'm all in on Polanski mentions because why would you do that in your movie?
True.
Like
It's
that's
a
what like
certain-
Ben says is like that's fucked.
That is
and that is fucked. Why would you do that?
Did
Why
you
would you want to
reference
associate?
Polanski?
that?
Pull up It's Not Me and pull up the directors.
Was he like as a positive referencing Polanski?
No, he was just being like, "This is my life. This is Polanski's life. They're very similar." Like,
That's sick.
Okay. The title "It's Not Me" is very striking for a reflective little thing.
yeah. Oh, I thought he was way older.
Oh,
He's only 64.
Damn.
I thought that he would be like
He's a vibey looking
80.
dude.
he's a vibey looking dude.
Yeah.
He's directed Holy Motors.
Annette.
Oh, I think I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's got a lot of views. Adam
Yeah.
Driver's in it.
Oh shit! That's his Megalopolis.
That's his Megalopolis. And the guy, yeah.
Shit, boy.
Oh, he did Tokyo?
No, he's one of the directors on Tokyo.
Bong Joon-ho.
Bong.
That's like an anthology thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
One of 3 directors. Anyway, yeah, I liked it. I want to watch
Yeah,
his movies and watch it
definitely-
again.
Yeah, it's one I didn't get a ton of just appreciation for the style.
I like the style a lot.
Yeah,
That
cool-
carried it
cool
for me.
style.
Really fun. Not fun, but like
so
interesting.
with these ones, we're out of the dud era. We're back on track.
We're back on track.
The next one I think is my fave of the weekend.
Yeah, we got a banger coming up next.
Other than the last one.
Yeah.
You want an intro memoir?
Memoir.
So, imagine you're a snail. Imagine you're a snail living life.
Mm.
And you're viewing life.
And then your twin brother.
And then you
dies.
write some memoirs. And then you got this movie.
Damn.
And animate that.
Chills.
And you got this
Chills,
movie.
dude.
Claps.
No, it was a great.
Nope, that was sad trombone.
Oh
I mean, that works for this one.
Yeah.
No, it did. It was a great movie. It's
Yeah, this one's
great little
awesome.
character study.
Yeah.
On a girl named Snail.
I don't remember.
I forget her name too.
It's
I guess it doesn't exist.
Grace.
Grace.
I knew
Puddle.
that.
I knew
Fucking
that.
Eric Bana's in
Eric
this.
Bana.
Eric Bana.
Fucking
Eric Bana
Bana.
cameo.
It's fucking sick.
Matt Moelf.
Wait, did he play the brother?
He played the judge.
Oh, okay.
Sarah Snook.
Fuck yeah, that's so fucking sick. Yeah, this is from the same director of Mary and Max.
Yeah.
Which kind of got us
Adam Elliott.
pretty hyped. And it's one that follows in a pretty similar stop motion style.
Yep.
It's a great little morbid movie with a great sense of humor.
Yeah.
A lot of character, a lot of personality,
A lot of
So-
fun characters.
so much charm.
There was a father who took his children out of the movie like after pretty much all the crazy stuff had happened.
So much sex had happened.
So much sex had happened.
Crap.
I know. I was looking at those kids almost the entire time. Just every time something happened, I'd look over.
There's a lot of boobs in this movie.
You're witnessing such formative memories for these children.
Yeah.
Right? That's awesome.
Yeah.
He should have just kept him there at that point, honestly.
At that point, he should, because it was like not that. It was like 20 minutes to go, maybe.
And it's like even it's like they're fine.
Let him get the letterbox log.
Yeah, exactly.
It's some stop motion titties.
Yeah,
ain't gonna hurt no one.
Although maybe they did
fair.
miss
I get it, but
the death.
Maybe
of the
read about
twin.
movies before you bring your children.
It's animated, Ethan. It's a kids movie.
yeah,
I don't know.
It must be a kids movie if it's animated.
It's a fun movie for sure.
Kids will love it.
Kids probably would love it.
It's very pensive.
Very contemplative.
I don't know. Yeah, it is.
Kind of just follows these twins who've had a really bad run in life.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Historically bad run in life as they...
it's just like series of unfortunate events.
Yeah. Find a new way forward.
Yeah, and somehow still manage to become,
happy,
pretty good people.
Fulfilled people.
Yeah.
So many ups and downs. They get separated. Their parents die.
They die, but they don't.
But then they don't.
Exactly, yeah. They come back.
Pinky dies.
Yeah, good old Pinky.
They get married to somebody with a feeder fetish.
That was a crazy scene.
That was sick.
Grace
I mean, weren't
marries-
you thinking, though, like, God, that's a lot of sausages? But
I was just thinking
The sausages were crazy.
There's so
I
many
thought he
sausages.
just had a soft heart.
Yeah, I kind of thought that, too.
That he was
Turned
just-
out he was just a feeder.
I should have assumed that, he didn't have the best intentions.
Being a feeder kinda hit.
Being the fed or the feeder?
Yeah, but what if you're like not like it's communicated that you are a feeder and you're gonna feed.
It's still
you're not manipulating them
So
into
you're
eating.
the one who feeds.
Would you
Anybody,
wanna
your
be the
partner.
feeder?
I'd be the feeder.
You would be the feeder?
You wouldn't be the
Well, I would also feed myself.
But them first. Majority.
Yeah.
Them more. Significantly more.
How
Big at Popeyes.
big you going?
Whale big?
As big as you can go.
See how big pop.
See how big you'll fill it up.
Popeye's the main path.
Yeah. Yeah,
You would make them little sausages.
bunch of little sausages.
Be expensive.
Kinda hit.
Well, you heard it here first, critters. If anyone out there is looking to be fed, contact Mudhole.
And I would recommend if you want to be a feeder, just go for it.
Yeah, follow your
Go
dream.
do that shit.
Go feed people.
Find somebody that likes snails.
And some
Find a
snail-
hoarder
Find
who
somebody
loves
with a
snails.
really niche obsession.
And also
Yeah.
just incredibly low self-esteem at this
Very
point.
antisocial.
Needs anybody in their life.
Just feed
Feed them.
feed the. Ugh.
Make sure to hide your scrapbook, though.
Yeah, be
Good
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, understand
Don't
that you're
keep the
doing
track
something
record
wrong.
around.
Put it in somewhere where their chubby fingers cannot grab
Yeah,
Oh my lord.
but definitely make a scrapbook. Just hide
It's
it.
it. That's
about
an
the
essential
journey.
piece.
Just
About
hide
the
it.
journey, not the destination.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was a good movie.
God bless feeders. Feeder rights.
Yeah. Didn't quite make me cry, though.
I thought I was
No,
gonna
I didn't cry.
Yeah, never
it
got
wasn't
there.
sad.
Beautiful animation. It's like epic, like black and white animation. Full
Yeah.
of great characters.
That intro,
black
like
and
all
white.
the hoarded items at the beginning.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
sick.
It's just
Awesome.
like Citizen Kane.
It's very
That's how Citizen Kane starts. Or
The
ends.
snails are a great motif. Kind of just loathsome, gross creatures.
Well, the whole thing is she's telling her life story to this snail that
Mhm.
she's raised in
Yeah,
captivity.
Sylvia.
And now she's letting her go.
Oh, it's so sweet.
I would say, honestly, now I'd say 9 out of 10.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'd probably be an
That's good.
8 out of 10.
I'm at an 8 as
I'd
well.
have to rewatch.
I mean, if I
liked it.
gave Megalopolis a 9 out of 10.
Fuck yeah.
Megalopolis is your scale.
If Megalopolis got it, Memoir deserves it.
Yeah.
Good movie.
Pretty good movie.
Really sick to see this in the theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
I'd say turned the year around, big time.
Yup.
Yeah. I was feeling pretty good.
Turn my
Another
life
banger
around.
right after.
And then, yeah.
Milky Way.
The
Get
Milky
Milky
Way.
with it.
Does some-
Israeli movie.
funded by the
You're like,
Israeli military.
Yeah, we
We were all like, uh-oh.
we staged a coup when that happened. We
Yeah.
walked out, so
Yeah.
can't really speak on this
We walked
movie.
out, but then we saw titties.
Yeah.
So we walked back in.
We're like, oh yeah, this is about breast milk. So we should probably stay.
It does to breastfeeding what Parasite did to capitalism.
Yep.
Imagine if the feeder boyfriend was in this movie.
Throw him in every movie.
Yeah, honestly.
The Code, but feeder boyfriend.
That would have been a good movie.
That would it.
That's
what the whale needed.
Maybe Jasper would have survived if he'd had a feeder.
Well, that's what the context was, is that Hong Chow was actually
feeding Brendan.
And she kept saying, "Don't eat," but then she would just give him more food.
Oh, that's
she's a feeder. That's what got her the Oscar.
She won an Oscar for that?
Yeah.
Damn.
Or she at least got nominated.
Shut up.
I didn't like that movie. I don't know if I've said that on the Critterpit.
You said it many times.
I do not like the
Jake
whale.
likes that movie.
Jake does like the whale. Is it because it's your fantasy to see somebody get that big?
Yeah, I know. I just wish I could feed Brendan.
Jake watched that movie like, eat, eat.
Yes.
Eat.
I was pretty turned on throughout that movie.
Eat.
Eat, little boy.
And then everybody kept on acting like he had some kind of problem.
It's kind of offensive.
Yeah.
He was able to stand at the end. It was fine.
Yeah, he stood.
Which was a turn off.
And fell on Sadie.
Crushed her.
Killed her.
Oh, we're getting distracted.
Love
breastfeeding.
Whale 3 out of 10.
That's great. Well, 5 out of 10. 5 out of 5.
6 out of 10.
Breastfeeding, the movie.
It's good. It was
took
a while to get
silly,
going.
weird dystopian film.
Took a while to get going, but while it did, I love the main dynamic, the main breastfeeder.
And her mom even. I like the dynamic between the breastfeeder and her mom. And
We can't call her the breastfeeder. What's her name?
There's the main breast, and then there was the breast purchaser.
He doesn't say.
No.
Okay, her actor name is Gila.
Of course it is.
Tala.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tala. Yeah, it takes a while for this movie to get going. Tala kind of just wanders about for a lot of it. Breastfeeding and having a child and singing some songs.
Yeah, I don't even mind that part of it, though, where she's, like, struggling in this world and, like, occasionally fighting with her mom.
Felt a little unfocused.
Yeah, but that's okay, because I think the main character was unfocused.
Okay, sure. If you
It's
want.
hard to
It was motivated.
Yeah.
If you want to motivate.
It's hard to focus
I
when
think
there's
you can
so many
motivate it.
breasts.
Yeah.
Just an old-timey joke.
Oh.
Just a little old-timey.
Old-timey joke. Old-timey joke.
FOMO. We need to get Jimmy.
Can you
We
get
could
audio?
get Jimmy Lee on the
We could. Audio.
Could we get Jimmy Lee on the pod?
We probably
Just
could.
tell them that the Queen's gonna be here.
Yeah.
We could get Jimmy Lee on the pod.
Anyway. Yeah.
It's a cool movie.
She becomes
Parasite.
Yeah, she becomes a exclusive breastfeeder for a woman
Yeah.
who is like very paranoid, like a
Yeah.
rich lady.
Whose only concern in the world is everything needs to be perfect with her life and her child.
Yeah, her only concern in life is making everything perfect.
Yeah. Leading that picture perfect rich life, you know? Perfect child.
Yep.
All
Perfect
the
husband.
hormones and stuff.
Yep.
But everything sucks is the reveal.
Well, not really.
Everything
Things
sucks.
are all right with her.
No. She does not seem
She's not
too
happy. She's not happy. I think she did not want this child.
No. She like speaks to how poisonous adult like having a child is, parenthood is.
Yeah. But
whereas Tala learns to
love her child.
yeah,
And
kinda
become
fully come into the
good
motherhood
mother.
role.
Yeah.
It's a cute little story. It's a fun little story. Looks pretty good.
Looks great.
Love the singing. There's a great.
They sing a song. They
great
make a song.
Yeah, the song's great.
The song is great. I want to try and find that song
Yeah,
because I liked it.
I think on a rewatch it could be a great movie. On a rewatch it could be a horrible movie.
I think it would be still a pretty good movie.
Yeah, probably still a pretty good movie.
I gave it an 8. It would probably go down to a 7.
Yeah.
But I don't think I'll ever see this movie pop up anywhere. So
No.
be an 8 for now.
We're one of 185 people to have seen it. So
Shout out Israel.
Shout out my boys.
8 out of 10.
yeah, 8 out of 10. And the last CIFF movie that we watched, The Code. We went out on a high note,
fucking
baby.
Sick. Best movie of the fest, dude.
I love this movie.
This movie's so awesome.
Yeah, this one was good.
Basically a period piece.
Yeah.
For what it's worth.
Yeah.
Opens
COVID period
with a
piece.
fucking Orson Welles quote about every movie.
And that's how you know you're locked in.
I was locked in after that. Every movie has a code that must be learnt to decipher the film.
Yep.
Yeah, the code.
The
a
code.
Fable.
Jake picked this movie.
I picked this one
because he thought it was an erotica.
It kind of was. It kind of was. I mean, it said erotica. That's why I thought it was. Because it
was
said that it
advertised
was.
as an erotica.
And
Which kind of, I mean...
ended up being about a sexless couple. I mean, the first shot of the movie does feature a dick.
Yeah. But in the end, a distinct lack of sex.
Yeah.
A lot of impotency.
Yep.
Yeah. Between this couple, this loveless marriage as they go to this Airbnb.
I don't know that it's loveless. It's sexless.
At the time, it's pretty loveless.
It's pretty loveless.
Yeah.
I love it, though.
It's so much fun.
I love them.
So uncomfortable.
They're terrible.
It's so curse-pilled it hurts.
Yes.
And I love the curse. We love the curse. It has the pretty similar shooting style to the curse. And
it has pretty similar shooting style until it doesn't and goes balls to the walls with its style.
Like exact content about just weak relationships.
Yeah, and a person trying to make a movie through film.
Yeah.
Show the genres.
Very interesting.
We're looking at
really interesting drama, comedy, romance. Yeah, I would agree.
You got a great performances from everyone in this movie. The main two couple are perfectly antagonistic.
Yep.
Perfectly passive aggressive enough where it's believable.
Yeah.
But still plays up to great comedic effect. Then you got fucking Casey Frey in this movie. I did not expect. That's the last person I expected to see in this movie. Fucking Casey Frey. He plays funny in this.
One of the people that the lead Celine interviews for her COVID documentary.
If anyone here is familiar with Casey Frey's Instagram, he's playing the exact same
character here in the pit
he plays on the character on the Instagram, and it's so funny. It's so good. Had me cackling, had me dying.
Yep.
The whole movie's very funny.
Was this the one that had something to do with Cumtown?
Yeah.
Yeah, what was that him? Casey Frey?
No, Dasha, the lead actress of this movie, was engaged to one of the Cumtown boys. And at one point, they're listening to Cumtown, which is interesting.
That's meta.
It is meta. It's weird. She seems weird as a person by what I've heard of her.
Interesting.
But anyway, I don't know a lot about her.
She's great in this movie.
She's incredible.
Yeah,
loved her performance. You know, this is great in this movie. Ivy Wolk, who plays this weird cousin of Celine, who just enters the movie.
Yeah, she was
literally
great.
Just jumps out of nowhere.
She's also in Honora,
and the guy she marries.
A movie that I watched this weekend.
Oh,
yeah, the Sean Baker movie.
That's fucking Sean Baker. Nice.
Yeah. No, when she showed up, I was like, "What the fuck?
Yeah,
it's the code."
Have you seen Florida Project?
Yeah.
So good.
So good.
So good.
You seen Red Rocket?
I haven't.
Red Rocket's
Tangerine?
Great. No.
Me neither. Shot on
They
iPhone.
filmed that on an iPhone.
I need to see that.
What's the new one
that's coming out that's shot on a fucking iPhone?
28 days later.
Yeah.
28 years later.
20 years.
But have you seen the the mods they're adding to the phone? They have these huge lenses and shit. It's
phone, man.
Use the phone sensor, but not really shot on an iPhone.
Silly.
You could not shoot this movie on your iPhone.
I'm sure Kalen could.
You'd have to mod out a lot of his lenses.
I'm sure he could.
Anyway,
Film Society couldn't.
The code was great. We can't get into that.
It's so fucking sick. Parthek, Ivy Wolk.
Parthek is so good.
He was
Parthek was an incredible character.
I was gonna bring him up.
He's
the realtor that leases them the house for a week or whatever.
Yeah, attempts to cheat on
the hot tub scene.
Where they're wrestling.
The cutest
they're just boys will be boys.
Yeah, they're dapping each other up.
Yeah.
It's so much fun.
He gets in the hot tub just completely naked.
Yeah.
It's the perfect temperature. Perfect temperature.
This movie's filming style is so sick. Constantly shot from like 6 different cameras.
And not even just like edited between 6 cameras, showing 6 different angles
so
simultaneously.
Much fun.
And not even in like an overwhelming way. For some reason, like maybe just because we're also like Gen Z brained now, but it's just awesome.
Sometimes
it hits.
Overwhelming, but to good effect.
Yeah.
Motivated effect.
Yeah.
And the film's very meta, right? Because it's playing out as she's editing and making the film and deciding what it is. So it's very self-reflective and
we pull out of her editing in like different stages of her editing as well. It's
so compelling. Such a compelling movie. There's like, I forgot where I was going.
I don't know. I don't really want to spoil what the code means either. I want people to watch it.
All I'll say is this movie pulls back. It's always pulling back.
Yep.
And it leads up to this climax that is shot in such a fucking cool, innovative way. On a fun... And it has this one shot that makes up the poster in some releases.
This poster, I think, is sick.
That poster's so awesome.
Yeah. I would hang any poster of this movie.
Yeah.
Proudly.
So awesome. And the director, Eugene Kotolenko.
Yeah, he made Spree.
Looks like he has so many interesting movies under his belt where he is always dealing with like contemporary, very online stuff. Because this movie's basically
a movie about fidget spinners, right?
Yeah, this movie's basically a period piece of 2021, right? COVID and NFTs and
and it's so like effective and real. Like it's very cringy, but it doesn't cringe because you're like, oh, they wouldn't say that like that. Like it's very real. This is what it was. Like
this feels like any segment on the H3 podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
A couple years ago.
Yeah,
it's great. Really fucking good movie.
Really
so funny.
It's probably my favorite of the festival.
Oh yeah, we should go through top 5s of the fest real quick. I'd say my top 5 are Code, Hangdog, Memoir of a Snail. Scared Shitless and I'm Mad Imagined.
You went for 5, which is a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably go Code, Hangdog as well, and then I will go. Oh, Memoir of a Snail, of course. It's Not Me, and then the Milky Way.
Oh yeah,
I like the Milky Way. Yeah.
I'll say Memoir of a Snail. Man Imagine. I'll say Megalopoloid.
We should mention,
Yeah, of course. I would say Milky Way. I'm trying to think.
You don't even put the Code in your top 5?
Code can go top 5, yeah. Code can go top 5.
There you go.
Wasn't erotic enough.
Yeah.
Never is.
We should also say we dipped out on the final film to go see Megalopolis.
Worst mistake of my life.
Sam had like personal stakes in the film too.
Yeah, the film that I was invited to see, it won that like short case, like film case. Anyway, we went to see Megalopolis. I had to sneak out to go say hello to all the people I knew.
So
literally,
sick.
I have a job on Friday because of these people.
But Megalopolis.
But it was so worth it.
Megalopolis.
I'm sure they were. Yeah.
They were not understanding, but
no, they weren't.
Fun. They were a little cheesed, I would say.
Were they?
I see.
But I think in a jokey way.
Yeah.
Tantu wasn't there, so it doesn't matter.
Do they know about Megalopolis?
Yeah. They listened to the Critterpit episode. I made sure.
Yeah.
I said, keep an eye out.
They know about Francis Ford Coppola?
Okay, so you guys did do a Megaloid?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, so we don't have to go too deep.
We had to get it out of the way.
If you just want to hit some thoughts here, we can...
What did you think?
My thoughts on Megalopolis?
You're going to do a mud hole episode on it, aren't you?
I don't know how we're going to do it. I love it. It's fucking awesome. It just... Every friggin' piece of dialogue seems like the schizophrenic journal of,
Francis Ford
Coppola.
Very personal film,
yeah. I don't know. Honestly, too much what to say. It's such a fun movie. There's so many great moments. I don't know.
Shia LaBeouf's great.
Shia LaBeouf is obviously, I love when that dick swing.
That could never be reproduced at any other time in history.
No.
Yeah.
Or with any other team.
It's a beautiful movie.
It is truly disgusting and beautiful.
It's wonderful.
2 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
I'm slowly drifting towards a 7 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
If I ever rewatch it, that'll probably be where I settle. 7 or 8.
I'll definitely rewatch it.
And I can rationalize that some.
Well, Substance got a 4.5 stars from Sam.
Oh, Substance is so fucking good. Have you seen it yet, Jake? It's so fucking good.
No? It's so good. You'll love the
What about
Substance.
Wolves?
We were saying when we were watching Substance, feels like a Jake Robb movie.
Yeah,
it's like, good
kind of movie. Yeah,
so
you still need to hit it.
Wolves,
I will at some point for sure.
I watched the whole thing. I did not absorb anything.
Of course not.
While watching it, I didn't even give it stars or
it's that Brad Pitt, George Clooney.
Yeah, I took nothing from it.
Was it in a theater?
No, just at home.
Zapple, right?
Never Let Go. I liked. I got free tickets from Yikes Film Festival.
Oh, okay, nice. Because I've been kind of on the fence for Never Let Go, but yeah, I will go see that.
It's getting kind of bad reviews everywhere, but me.
But yeah, so, honestly, I'll go ahead. I'll go see that.
If I gave that, this should be a 7. If I gave Anora should be a 9. Anora's great.
Dope.
I'm sure we'll do a pod on Anora one day because it's that good.
Better.
I really need to go through more
Sean Baker.
Palme d'Or winners.
Sean Baker. I know Tangerine.
I would do a Sean Baker.
Seen Florida project since high school.
Yeah, I would do a Sean Baker.
Do you follow him on Letterboxd?
No.
I do. It's kind of fun seeing what he's.
He's always there.
Seen.
He loves his street stories, don't he?
He does. He's very grounded.
Yeah, that's him.
He can make very real.
The idiots.
Knights of Cabiria.
The idiots.
Knights of Capybara.
Which I would say this movie greatly inspired Anora for sure.
Okay.
Knights of
the Idiots.
Cabiria. I haven't seen The Idiots.
Throw it on your watch list right now.
No, I don't want to watch.
Better.
It's so good.
Oh,
that's his
the
number
Von Trier?
1.
Better.
They're on the watch list. You're welcome.
Watch that.
Oasis and The Miami Connection.
The Idiots is kind of just a Sam film.
Very, very Sam-filled.
What did he write a review for?
He usually doesn't write reviews or give stars. Sometimes he'll write.
Oh yeah, he hasn't given a review since my birthday of 2022.
Yeah, sometimes he'll write reviews but never stars.
How many films?
Which is honestly, I kind of.
He gave 1 star rating.
His own movie, I think.
Yeah, Florida Project.
What did he say about Florida Project?
Cute. He's gonna say this movie sucks. Hate the guy who made it.
I don't know how I can look at the review. There we go. The last sequence is shot digitally. Yuck.
The Disney World scene that he snuck in.
Yeah. I didn't really watch it.
He seems like a fun guy.
Yeah.
How many films
John
has he
Carpenter.
seen? How many movies has he seen though?
167 this year. That's a film guy.
2,396. That clears me.
Yep, that's a film guy.
Man.
It's got nothing on me though.
Okay, so that's CIFF 2.
CIFF 2.
Shit, Quinn watched. Oh, that's Quincy. Never mind.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here. That's CIFF 2. Overall, a little weaker than last year, but
last year's was insanely high.
Last year was
stacked.
stacked.
Can't compare.
Yeah, it was.
Overall, it was a good year. It was a great year, even. Great movies. Learned a lot through the good, bad, and middling.
Yeah.
Gluttony weekend.
It was good.
Is
till next year, boys.
Yes. And remember, Crunchwrap Supreme is the new McDouble.